whoop, everybody in the house tonight. Whoop, 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 everybody in the house tonight. Whoop, 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 yeah.
Hello, welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining us today.
It's really nice to see you. I hope you don't mind that we're 11 minutes late.
They don't ever
No, I mean, at this point, it's on time.
mind.
But we were playing video games.
Yeah, so
And
please
just stop playing video games because we have to like do stuff.
another shitty
Christ.
video game.
Shitty video
That's-
game. You call a video game shitty when you're bad at them. And like, I mean,
And they're bad.
Who's bad at a video game on their first try? It's a video game. You learn the buttons and you're good. That's how they all work.
No, but Rocket League we played today, and it's
Like-
pretty much a Mario Party mini game that they turned into a full game. It's like, yeah, I get it how it's kind of a little fun, but you don't want to play it over and over and over again. I just thought I don't get this.
Fully disagree. And there's a lot of Mario Party mini games I would play as full games.
True.
Bumper balls.
You know, but they're fun for like the minute or so you play, and then if it kept going and going and going, it'd be like, all right, enough. I figured out the strategy or whatever it is.
You sound like a guy who lost 10-1.
Close. 7-0. Total, I lost 10-1, I think.
I love, by the way, just out of the corner of my eye, I see that 3 p.m. double shot of Jameson. Yeah. What a life we lead.
Yeah.
Soviet Skoke's busting the coke out. That's the next step. Yeah, me and you, we're going to start the show earlier. We're going to do a 9 a.m. stream and we're going to do coke on it.
Nice.
Garrett and Steve's 9 a.m. cocaine stream. We'll be done and passed out by fucking 2 p.m.
Will we though? Or will we just be buzzing?
I don't know. It didn't work for me like that. Like, I actually, for the most part, when I ran out, I would go to bed. Cause like,
Well,
but like we're talking about 4 a.m.
yeah,
like, I'd be going to bed, but
And you start at 10 p.m.
yeah. So it would, take a few hours of, doing drugs to get sick of it and get ready for bed. But I would always be able to fall asleep weirdly. I thought, I was actually surprised by that.
Yeah, it wouldn't feel like you could fall asleep, but then I would just fall asleep somehow. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So the
Caitlin wants to know what happened in it to the living room. Just don't feel like doing it anymore.
yeah.
Like it's more comfortable in here, sitting up, looking at the screen,
And it's bright. And the last time we did it was like so dark in there when we were doing it.
yeah, we had to keep adjusting the lights because the sunlight.
And
I don't. There's something about just sitting gut out. I'm not in talk to a camera mode.
no.
I'm just like, I feel like the whole time we're sitting there, I want to just turn the TV on and shut the fuck up. I'm not in. It's not conducive to doing a podcast.
And then we have to move all the shit in here anyway when Gino gets here.
That's the other thing. Yeah, we would have to come in here anyway.
Yeah. And then we
'cause
have
once-
different equipment that we bring out there for the mics, and then we have to put that away and bring out new.
Yeah, it's better to just be in here. Because once Charlie goes to bed in the next to the living room, basically, we're gonna have me, you, and Gino screaming about hockey, trying not to wake the baby who's 5 feet away. Like, at least in here, I don't know how it works. I don't know how sound travels. I don't fucking get how anything works. But we'll be in here at midnight screaming at the top of our lungs. He doesn't even like turn over.
No. Yeah.
But
Good sign.
it's a great sign. But yeah, I have a feeling if we were in the living room when he was trying to sleep, because the other day when we did the hockey show on Zoom, I tried to do it in the living room, and I don't even think it was 5 minutes. I think it was within a minute and a half. He woke up and started crying, and I just had to grab my laptop, run in here, and then move into the room into the bedroom where the TV is. So yeah, didn't work out.
No.
Happened. Sorry, too many cracks. Honey, you're not supposed to be smoking crack.
Yeah, come on. You're at work.
We talked about the crack
Jeez.
smoking. But yeah, you
Control
don't
yourself.
no doing drugs at work. Now I'm gonna drink this big cup of Jameson in the middle of the day. There we go. But yeah, 7 p.m. tonight, hockey show.
Be there, be square.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So today the Epstein files are supposed to come out.
Ooh.
I know. I have a feeling nothing's going to happen with it.
What would happen?
What should happen is everyone on that list gets arrested.
Right.
Or at least some people, or they investigate some people. But yeah, it was supposed to come out like 3 or 4 days ago. They pushed it back, and their excuse was like to protect the 250 victims that maybe are on the list or something. I don't know. Because I guess it's a list of like everyone that flew to that island.
Right.
So the victims' names would be on that list too, I suppose. And they didn't want to.
What if we just asked them, like, hey, you cool with this?
Yeah.
And if they all just say, yeah,
Yeah.
like, all right, then let's get everybody who
my
went.
name's on the list and Tom Hanks. Yeah, go ahead. I don't
That's
care.
fine. I don't care.
I'll deal with the blowback and just let everyone know I was a victim. And then, now go arrest Steven Spielberg.
Oh, Caitlin texted me because there were super chats. She said, get it like you crack me. Not it's too many cracks.
Oh.
Because I crack her in the head with my fist. Yeah. But no, did you think it was ever going to be like this massive sweeping, like these, tons of arrests because they're finally doing something about it? A ton of people said it on, I think even Anthony said today, like it was just a CIA honeypot to blackmail people and get information out of them. Like they're going to give you names on the list that they want to get rid of anyway. Like they're going to throw some ditties around that they're already, have fallen out of favor with whatever actually runs everything.
Though? It's not like the deep state is in control at this very moment. Like now is the time to fucking weed these people out and don't protect people.
How do you know they're not in control?
I know.
Who is the deep state? What is the deep state? What does any of that even mean?
But like
it's all a puppet show, Garrett.
The head of the FBI and the CIA.
We're getting fisted.
There are Trump people now that have like explicitly said before they were in these positions, like, I want the list out. The list got to come out once. If I'm ever director or whatever, I'm going to put the list out and immediately go after these people. And then nothing.
No, nothing's ever going to happen. Same with like the JFK files and
they were supposed to release those and MLK and kind of still haven't.
And aliens.
Yeah, I don't get what's going on. It's like, is it just like they're nothing burgers? So and they did come out, but nothing really was in there, or they just still haven't. Apparently some military people were just caught like going to some guy's house and shredding documents.
Well, that's kind of what I think is happening. Yeah. I was going to say, Trump says, okay, I'm going to unleash all these files. He gets a box of files put on his desk. He opens them up and they're just blank. Like there's the files.
Yeah.
There they are. No, release them. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here's a page that has the date on it, department, and then it's just black lines. There's your files. Well, I want the unredacted ones. Oh, here you go. Here's that box. And it's just more blank pages.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what am I supposed to release? You guys are making me look like an asshole. And I guess they don't want you to look so good.
It just sucks. It's like, I don't know. We've been waiting for these lists and documents to come out forever. And I want to say last Trump presidency, it was like JFK or like some parts of them got released. They were supposed to release all of them, but then they right at the last second pulled back some of them. And it was like, well, first of all, why? And then, all right, now they're all getting released and nothing's going to happen.
It's the motto, the American motto, nothing ever happens. Everything's just the same shit over and over again. But hey, once he releases that Epstein list, brass tacks time. You get to arresting some people that did some banging on some island.
Why not?
Right?
I don't get it. Why wouldn't they? Like
A lot
what's
of the
point
people that are on
protecting
the
them?
list are probably still being used as sources of information or sources like they're probably still important assets. And it's like, well, we can't arrest him because he's doing this for us. You know, he's
Like Tom Hanks or Spielberg is?
sure. Maybe they're working overseas somehow. I don't know.
Who cares? That's the thing. Like, who cares? Whatever information they can get us. What are they inside Putin's network and telling us his secrets? Like, what could they possibly be doing?
Who knows? But there's just always a reason that we
That they
can't know
use.
things.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's for the better because
No, it's not. It's never for the better.
people are hysterical,
Good. I
And
want people to be hysterical.
burn down their own country because
Good.
they found out what was going on.
And that's a warning for the next country to not fucking hide the shit.
I just think it's the same cycle that happens everywhere throughout history. People find out what's
True.
really going on, revolution, burn everything down,
Yeah. Good. That's
blow
what
up the whole world, start all over.
that'd be nice.
It's just in our nature
But
to ruin everything.
it won't be ruining everything. It'll be making things better. Getting rid of these pedophiles is fucking disgusting.
I mean, yeah, that part's pretty goddamn abominable. But
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's what is confusing. It's like, well, it seems pretty cut and dry. Like these people all went there to do fuck on kids. So everyone on that list,
Yeah.
like, why can't we just throw them in? Like, because I guess
Or not throw them in jail
is
right
their
away, but
name on a list
investigate them.
proof that they actually did something?
Exactly. But if you're on that list 12 times, it probably is. You know, you keep going back to get your willy diddled.
You, Deflux says it's because the New York FBI field office was withholding the rest of the files, an order they ignored before Kosh was confirmed. They're ordered to deliver the rest by 8 a.m. tomorrow. So there you go.
Tomorrow? I thought it was today.
By breakfast time tomorrow, you're going to know who was balls deep in a 5-year-old.
That means they had the files and they're just like shredding them all.
That's what I'm saying. Like whatever they're getting is going to be a heavily redacted, completely, a lot of withheld information, pile of nothing.
Well, it can't be redacted because it's the files.
It'll just be dacted.
It'll just be dacted.
These are the dacted files, fully dacted.
Yeah, it should be. But
good.
Fucking sucks.
Well, just know by the time you bite into your first Eggo waffle tomorrow, these pedophiles will be held accountable. Because I mean,
hopefully, at least some of them,
even if they don't get arrested, thrown in jail, and buried under the jail, their names should be out there so that we could all just
point and laugh
at them.
Yeah.
You fuck kids. The Luigis of the world will rise up and take care of business. Or the pedophile hunter channels on YouTube.
Yeah.
Those guys will have a whole new thing to do.
It's true. Celebrity edition.
Instead of following around mentally ill people that are borderline retarded that should probably be in an asylum somewhere, they'll have actual pedophiles they can hunt. That's what they've been looking for. One of the latest videos that was circulating on Twitter of one of those pedophile hunter groups.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. It was like an Asian guy with like a slack jaw who was like, "Oh, here me a 15-year-old."
No.
I wonder if I can find it real quick. It was I like felt bad for the pedophile because he was clearly like just a complete retard. And these guys are just like, "Yeah, you want to fuck kid?" Hitting them and shit. And it's like, you get what you deserve, but fine. I'd go for a different. It's better when the guy is coherent and you're like, yeah.
Like the plot to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer, where it just turned out to be 12 FBI agents and 3 retards that just went along with everything the FBI agents said because they were just the alphas of the group. And these retards were just like, okay, yeah, I'll try to get a gun or a bag to kidnap her in or whatever they plan to do it.
That there's a lot of the feds.
I like how though you typed in Peter Hunter and like a lot of Tom Hanks pictures come up.
Yeah, what the fuck is the Tom Hanks connection? I don't even get that one. Like, what did he do that got him just completely on the pedophile list? People's Court pedophile list. Not even like,
Yeah.
I don't know that there's proof of anything he's ever done. People are just like, what's up with him? Why is he so friendly? Why is he wants to bang kids? Why is he in that kids movie? I guess I can't find this video. Because I typed in pedo hunter retard and it's not coming up. I thought I've seen it on Twitter so many times. I figured it would come right up, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know if he was on that unofficial list that's been out for a while. Maybe that's why, but it's not like they're going after everyone else on that list as hard.
Do you think there's no more Epsteins, and now that he's in jail, nothing like that at all is going on anymore? Or do you think he was one of 100 plus people in a network that work for the CIA, that work for, government, the FBI, that, or even just Homeland Security, where they attract people from overseas or domestic
to do what?
To
just
blackmail
to let them fuck them,
fuck
kids.
Yes, they get them on tape fucking a kid, and they blackmail them with it. They
to
say,
do what?
Whatever they want. If it's someone
what do they need?
Owns because the people on the Epstein list are people that own like major corporations. People own that. They said that he was like into science and like things that were innovative and going to be the future.
Yeah. So what? Then you get like a part of their company to make more.
Their company does what you say. Like Apple, for example. Like let's say the head of Apple or like the whole department or department heads of Apple completely compromised. You can get them to do whatever you say because you have a video of them fucking getting piped out by a gang of. They don't want that video getting out. Like exactly what's going on in Europe and specifically in the UK, where Apple, the British government, officially asked Apple to allow them access to everyone's iCloud information, which includes photos, text messages, and basically any data so that they can just look through it and see if anyone's committing thought crimes.
And they did it?
I don't know where that ended up. I think Apple withheld, but
because Apple still won't even unlock phones for the FBI, right?
Because it's a privacy issue. It's like, even if this person has been deemed a criminal by you, like we don't
want to set the precedent that we could just unlock any phone anytime because less people are going to want to buy our phones.
Yeah. Like we don't want our phones being compromised. So yeah, if you have now the head of Apple compromised, you can now say to him, "You're going to do this, or and they go, "Okay." You have access to all the phones, and it's just an example of how it can be used. I
know, but you could also just like pass a law that says they have to, and then they do. You don't need to have a little kid get raped by this person and then use it to blackmail them. It just seems like an extra step not needed where you're just fucking up people. It's more like these people want to fuck kids and they have to have some secret cabal to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I don't think there's any like blackmail aspect to it, really.
I mean, why wouldn't you if you could?
It's more of blackmail like, listen, this whole group of us are doing this. If you step out of line and try to blab that you did this and get anyone else in trouble, we have video of you doing it too, so you can't, like fuck other people over. But I don't see it as being like now we own your company or we own the rights of your company to do whatever we want. I don't know. It just seems like
no, it's more like they call in a favor whenever they deem it necessary. It's not, they don't just use you up because then you'll come out and be like, listen, everything they say, there's a cabal of pedophiles. They tricked me into fucking a kid. But that's the thing. They fucking, it would seem to me that they would just very occasionally dangle like, hey, if you do this for us, that thing you did will never surface. Because we have, and they, show the videotape. This is you. This is a kid,
No, but it's like, no one's ever once stepped out and they released the video of this person screwing a kid.
Maybe when people don't listen to what they're told to do, they become Diddy. Where now all of a sudden they're getting arrested with these just reams of bad shit they've done. And it's like, well, if they've been doing bad shit for 20 plus years, how come nobody ever spoke up? How come they never got arrested? Well, it's because they wore out their welcome with the people that they were working for. And now they are suffering consequences. Like, that's how it works. If you they'll protect you. People can outright just come out against you publicly and say you did this, but they'll make it go away. Yeah. But if you don't do what you're told, then you're getting dragged through the mud. You're going to be a national news story. You're getting thrown in jail. And
there's no way to stop it.
And if you say, oh, the CIA did it, you're going to sound like a complete crazy person.
I know, but there's not one smart person that's like, gets all the evidence beforehand and then comes out and like, no, this is what the CIA is going to do. And because like, unless P. Diddy didn't do any of that stuff.
Diddy didn't do?
He's guilty of doing it.
Yeah. But he was,
it's not like
for the longest time protected somehow from consequence of doing whatever he was doing.
True.
And now it's all coming crashing down on his head. And I would bet you it's because he pissed off the wrong person.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I know it's like a coincidence of like, oh, these people were talking about it, and then it came up in a news article, and then it came up on this radio show. That happened with Bill Cosby for 20 plus years before he got in trouble for it. Mm-hmm. Like it was an open secret that Bill Cosby drugged and raped girls. He must have turned his back on someone he shouldn't have turned his back on because all of a sudden he was in fucking jail.
But then he's out.
Now maybe he was able to finagle his way back into the good graces of his handler.
Eric Finagle. I guess so. It's just disappointing once again. Like I felt like this was the time everything was turning around and everything really was going to get released and exposed.
Give it time.
It hasn't come out yet.
It's only since November. So maybe there's these type of things take a little finesse. They take a little patience to get it out the correct way. Well, we've been there's not just a mad scramble of like, now go lynch them and find these fucking people.
No, that's what I want.
I know.
I want the guillotines. But like immediately.
I guess because the whole thing is it's pedophilia.
Yeah.
So why not just kill them all?
Yeah, like King Charles, right? Not King Charles, Prince Andrew. Sorry, not King Charles. But yeah, you're right. He's the British guy that there's like pictures of him with
he never sweats.
That he never sweats.
I never sweat. I've never sweat in my life.
Yeah, that's how her story was false, right? Because it was like he was like a sweaty old guy. I don't sweat.
I don't sweat.
I don't sweat. So proof it's wrong.
And then he came on me. I don't come. Can't come. Doctor said my balls don't make any. Just empty balls. Can't come. Everything's lying. Then I scratched him and he bled on me. Nope, can't bleed.
Don't bleed.
Don't have blood. I'm a mud man. You cut a hole in me, mud comes out. Got no blood. She's full of shit. I don't sweat. I don't come. I have no blood. Everything she said's false. Completely false.
It happened. Yeah. And then he just like kind of got kicked out of the royal family and hidden away and nothing ever happened to him.
He's probably still railing fucking little kids, but.
And like the, Jimmy Savile.
Oh God.
The BBC guy
the monster
that raped 500 children. And then he went to court or whatever. And they signed off and was like, there's not enough. The guy that signed off on it, like at the final step of, we just can't find any evidence of this, but is this guy Keir Starmer?
Keir Starmer?
Starmer? That's going to be the...
Yeah. I think he's already the
Is he the
Prime
head?
Minister, yeah.
The Prime Minister of England? That's the guy. Like, it still doesn't end. It's just... He just, thanks for
in Europe, they don't want it to end.
Thanks for protecting the pedophiles. Now you're the Prime Minister.
That European club is still going strong with the, hey, let's let 1 million billion fucking people in, and with the grooming gangs, and they're just trying to normalize all that shit. It would seem, if you're a conspiratorial type of person, that in the UK specifically, they want to kind of normalize this grooming gang stuff and normalize this Palestinian culture and these Arab cultures where, you can marry a girl at 13, 12 years old. So that the Brits, once that becomes the norm and once they vote enough, because dude, if you've seen the mayors of a lot of the towns in Britain, and they're all Palestinian, they're all, not Palestinian, Pakistani, all brown people, all Arab.
Yeah.
And like the percentages of the population are shifting big time.
Big time.
In certain like counties, it's like shifting to the point where it's like 60% Arab, 70, like completely flipping it. And you're like, why do you want this so bad? And then you hear how they were sweeping that grooming gang shit under the rug, where for fucking 14 plus years, like just groups of Pakistani guys were fucking marrying all like 10-year-old, 12-year-old girls, and like abducting and raping to like young white girls too. Like,
and then if you go online and say this is happening or this should stop, then you get arrested. For hate speech.
Not even like a ban from Facebook or something. You get arrested. The cops will come to your house, ask you what you've been posting, and then they'll throw you in fucking jail.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, the really wild what they're comfortable with over there. It's kind of insane.
Like that's what World War III should be. Just the pedos versus non-pedos, and
Everyone
all the
non-pedos.
Yeah, anyone that's not a pedo and wants to fight the pedos are on our side, and then who's ever on the other side, you know, if we prove that you let these things exist, or you want more people to come into your country so they can do this, you're on the other side. Then and I guess you have to fight us.
Yeah, well, the hard thing is going to be it's going to be a side of about, you know, the global population in the billions. There's gonna be like 5 people that are admittedly like, no, I'll just say it.
No, but you know,
I'll just say billions to 5. It's gonna be a very quick war.
But you know, there's some people that just like by their actions have allowed this to happen. They're on that side. No, they can't get out of it, kind of thing.
What do you like? Such as who? Like how? What do you mean?
Kai Strymer or what? Starmer, whatever his name is.
Now I don't know if I'm saying his name.
Keir Starmer.
And he looks like a pedophile, which is the problem. How do you pronounce his stupid name though? Keir Starmer. It is Keir Starmer.
Keir Starmer. Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I think he's on the list.
Yeah.
Of
Tom Hanks, just because I'm gonna have a vendetta against Tom Hanks.
Yeah, what's with the Tom Hanks stuff? I still don't get the Tom Hanks thing. But this guy, that's the face of someone who thinks he's about to get caught with tapes that he shouldn't have. He creeps me out. I don't like this fight. He's got like Rachel Maddow pedophile face.
Yeah, but just put me in control and I'll pick who's on what side and I'll let everyone know.
All right, so globally, we're gonna have Garrett just go through every person in human existence right now and say pedo or not pedo, and then we're gonna put all the pedos in in Palestine. And we're gonna just blow it up.
Oh, it'd be
clean
great.
slate.
Like, is that not the worst possible crime you could commit? It's worse than murder, right? Don't you think? Unless you murder a child.
You just fuck.
Yeah, you just
yeah, that's worse.
Because at least murder, the person's just dead and they'll never know, kind of thing. With raping a child, it's like a life sentence of trauma for them that they'll never get rid of.
Yeah, you ruin their life.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to do it to someone else too, which is the worst part of that whole thing. It's like a never-ending cycle of hell. I'm going to talk about the Costco guys or something. This is depressing and not fun. I hope Tom Hanks didn't really do anything bad. He's Woody in Toy Story for Pete's sake.
God. What if so you know, you have your jerk off memories that you could go to, right? That if you don't have porn or something, and you think about when you were 15 and the girl was 15 and something happened, and that's a memory you're thinking
Execute him.
Are you now a pedophile? Because
yes.
you're 42 now and jerking off to an image of a 15-year-old in your head.
And you're a complete pedophile piece of shit.
Fuck.
Go to that side, Garrett. Go to that side. See, this is how these things can get slippery. Because who's making the rules? You'll fall victim to your own traps.
All right, I guess I'll just let it be.
Yeah, it's the world unfortunately is a case by case basis place. You have to.
Is it Oprah?
It is. You have to deal with things as they happen and on a micro scale to affect the macro. You can't just get the easy way out of hey, can everyone who wants to fuck kids just raise their hand so we can shoot you in the head? It'd be nice.
But it's not like we don't have a list of everybody, but we have a list of some people. Let's start there.
Sure. We can start there.
Yeah. One by one or all at once.
I'm sorry, I got a bad feeling that like with everything else ever, nothing's gonna happen.
I know, same with me. That's why I was like all excited for this, the whole regime that's coming in, and Kash Patel saying, yeah, I'm gonna release all these things, and then there's a little delay for no reason. It's like, why is there a delay, first of all? And then
it's just gonna be, I'm getting about the bad feeling that's just like Trump's first term, where it's gonna be 4 more years of
almost
just the media focusing on complete nonsense for weeks months at a time, and nothing really happens.
Yeah, nothing.
Like
Hillary never got locked up,
dude. I'm still seeing. I don't even know how long ago it was now. It feels like it was years ago, but I'm still seeing people posting Elon's Hitler salute.
Oh my God.
Like still posting it like, oh, this is your Twitter guy, this is their guy. There, look at him doing the Roman, so look at that. They're really trying to still make a thing out of that. And it almost makes you mad at Elon. Could you have just not done that? Like, how I can't believe I'm still seeing videos of this fucking thing where you raised your arm in the Hitler salute. I want to give my heart to you. Could you have given your heart a little different, you retard? It makes me mad at him. Like, why did you give him this?
Yeah, you couldn't think of that. You couldn't think of that ahead of time.
I'm sick of seeing it because it's just bullshit. It's complete bullshit. It doesn't even make sense. But it's like
it gives them something.
Someone who openly says, "No, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a Hitler guy." Like, what are you talking about? But it's like, no, but you are. Look, yes, you are. You secretly like that, but we know you're a Nazi because you did a Hitler salute. Yeah, what does that even mean? What
I don't know. I don't know what.
It's just I'm sick of everything. It's all the conversations that happen on social media are nonsensical. They don't matter. Nothing anybody says about anything anymore matters. I'm sick of reading all of it. The most interesting things I see now when I go online are about a fucking girl who fucked boyfriend's dad. Stuff that's actually happening around the world that should matter. I am at the point I can't care. I just don't like everything's just so frustrating and shitty.
Yeah, it never pans out the full way you want it to pan out.
Yeah, and even when you got your guy in as president, nothing seems to fucking matter.
Yeah.
It's just all
like some kind of cool things sort of kind of happen, but nothing that actually amounts to anything.
No, and Hochul is still collecting money from the congestion pricing. They're gonna go to court with that. She's not letting it go. And it's so funny hearing the two sides talk, because one set of people hears one thing and another set hears another. Because I was watching New York 1 today for 2 seconds before I put on PBS so Charlie can watch TV. At least there's one human in this house getting something out of the shit that comes out of that cable box. And the anchor on New York 1 was snarkily just like, yeah, well, the president can think whatever he wants, but it's still going to go to the courts. And, this is why the courts exist. Make sure you can't just, because, there's billions of dollars that they're not just going to let go, It's like, yeah, wait, where's that billions coming from? You talk about these billions of dollars, like it's not getting ripped out of people's pockets. They're just going to work.
But even on that issue, though I'm totally against congestion pricing and I don't drive a car, so who cares? But I still don't think Trump should be able to tell a state what they can and can't do. That seems kind of fucked up.
Does get a little muddy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how true this is, but there was points made about the congestion pricing thing that made me go, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we should do it.
Like what?
The amount of traffic has been like severely reduced. And it doesn't seem like it's something they're faking. They have like proof that there's just way less cars coming in, and there's way like.
But why is that good?
People were saying that like they don't mind the $9 because they're getting to and from work within like a half hour instead of sitting in an hour and a half of traffic each way.
Like even getting into the city is less congestive because all right, yeah.
And again, this might just be people making it up to. I might have been reading bots talking about this for all I know. But if those points were true, because I know for one, a commute can ruin your fucking day, depending on the day.
Yeah.
When I went to Compound, it would take an hour and a half each way to get there. And if there was a way I can just squeak in and out within a half hour,
like
I'd pay $9 a day to do that.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
Like it's worth the price. But the problem was like even if I drove in, it would still take me fucking forever. And I got to park somewhere, which is going to cost a shit ton of money.
And the tolls you'd have to pay.
But like I'd be willing to throw money in the trash if I can get to and from my house in a very reasonable amount of time. So if that is how it was actually working, and it's not just made up to make it seem like this was a great idea, and like every other government-run thing, it's just a fucking scam to get money out of your pockets and back into their hands. They can spend it on more bullshit and put it back in their own pockets. Then I actually am like, hey, as shitty as it sounds, it seems like an evil thing to just scam people out of $9 a day. If it does chop an hour off your commute each way, it would be worth I'd fucking pay for that. Yeah, I would pay money for that.
But I doubt it's, saving that much. Probably saves you 15 or 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like I get the tunnels are less congested or something. But then if that's the point, make it $50.
Well, then, there's just nobody.
Then no one will come in. And if you want to come in, you pay $50 and you can fly up and down Midtown no matter what.
Hey, we might be getting somewhere here. Maybe raise it, but also have a lot of exceptions. Like cabs don't have to pay. Ubers don't have to pay. Like things that get you to and from don't have to pay.
Those are still have exceptions. They have to pay like a 1-day fee and it's like $2 or something every cab or Uber. So yeah, they already have kind of exceptions for them. But
hey, I mean, I try to not to take things as they come and not just pick a side and be like everything they do is the right thing, because that's even though like over the past 10 years that's just become impossible. This is the one thing where I read what the other side was saying about it, and I'm like, how could you support just paying to come to this shithole? How could you, like, what can you even make up? And they made up that it's chopping an hour off their commute. I'm like, well, all right, well, that actually, I would pay for that.
Yeah.
I would wholeheartedly.
But I guess like not enough people would realize that, because then once people do, then everyone just starts going again and that's paying the fee, and then it doesn't. Then the time save isn't
back
there.
To square one.
Yeah.
That's actually
it's back to square one, and everyone's paying. That's what they really want.
That's actually exactly what's going to happen too, and they know.
It's almost like they put out that info, like, no, now you can save an hour off your trip just to get more people to drive in and pay $9.
Garrett, I'm so dumb. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because I was like, dude, I never even considered driving into the city, but if I still work there, I'd be like, I'm driving now. I'd be so quick to get. I would just be another sucker that in like 4 months would be sitting in bumper to bumper traffic, like, what the hell happened? Why am I paying money for this? Damn it! I could have been doing this the whole time for free. Yeah, you're right. Everything's gay.
Say, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really looked into it that much.
Internet be tricking me. All right, well, let's dip into the Garrett and Steve news.
Oh,
all the news.
That was some news right there.
I mean, yeah, but that was just us talking trash
out of our ass.
It's so funny. Anytime we talk about anything politics related or just world news, there's a couple people that shit on us for, but there's one guy specifically that I just noticed, because I think it takes him a while to get to the videos on Patreon. Because I was like fixing the audio in our collections portion of the Patreon, where I was making sure every number was there. And I saw this one guy, I wish I could remember his name, because he's a Patreon member, so I love him for this. But I can tell any day we were talking about something that either had to do with like Trump or had to do with anything political because he just goes off. He's like, these fucking idiots have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Rips us in half every point that we're stupid on. And then on one of his messages, after like supremely just calling us dumb fucking assholes, we're stupid, we should get back to farting and talking about video games. He just then writes at the end, love the show.
What a fan. I love this guy.
No, I love it. I should I got to look now and find him. But I really, because I was reading these things and not only laughing, but what he was saying, I was like, yeah, he's not wrong. I really, when we start talking about some of this stuff, just now, when we're talking about the Epstein list and stuff, I'm trying to collect everything I've read on fucking Twitter and put it into a coherent thought because I don't research this stuff.
Yeah, same.
I just I'm a dumb man with an opinion.
Get caught up in the hype and get excited about stuff. Yeah,
I'm Homer Simpson. I'll have an opinion just because my mouth and voice works, not because I've been doing a lot of thinking or actually processing information and trying to fucking come up with facts and present them in a way that makes sense. I guess it was a while ago. Unless did he delete all his comments? Because it was on Patreon. That's the thing. Like he 100% was like supporting us. Like, love you guys, love the show. But every comment was just so like, you fucking guys have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
This guy knows stupid. Everything.
Oh, here we go. All right, here's the first batch. Jason K. I don't know if he wants his whole name out, but Jason K. This is 3 weeks ago. I guess he gave up on even trying to correct our retard shit. Shit lib take from Steve once again. Yeah, he's not going to do much. Pardon 1,500 January 6th prisoners. I guess I was saying Trump's not going to do much. So he put me in my place for that one.
Saying that today, where it's like,
I'm sure he's going to pop up again. Shit lib take from Steve once again. He doesn't even know the Kosh is getting the list tomorrow, and they're gonna fucking. And here was, hey Opie, I mean Steve, the burping is fucking annoying, just like when the Opster would do it. Stop, you douche. That had nothing to do with politics. He just wasn't a fan of my guess. Of course, the worst take on the Tyson fight, brought to you by Stephen Garrett. All right, I guess just every take we have. Oh, here's where this is where he gets us good. When I'm forced to confirm other people's mental delusions, it's not just about their sexual lives. People lose everything because they've misgendered someone. Seriously, politics, stay away from it. You two are the most ignorant. I'm assuming we were talking about trannies or something.
I mean, have you met my aunt?
Your aunt's a tranny?
No, she's very ignorant about politics. I'm not the most ignorant person about politics. She still thinks Trump said inject bleach.
He did.
And then months later came back at me like, no, I looked into it. He really did say that. And I was like, oh my God. All right, fine then.
Yeah, where did you look? Did you just Google your opinion on what Trump said? Trump injects bleach and then dash Aunt Andritz. Yeah, that is what I said. I knew it. And then it further goes on when we were talking about trannies. Maybe the kid is suffering so bad with his sexual identity that he's suicidal, and the teacher is affirming this delusion at the teacher's discretion, huh? I must have been talking about teachers having control over. But I think I agree with him, though. That's the thing. I'm reading this like, I didn't say that. I had the opposite take that teachers should have it as a secret. I don't remember I say it. All right, maybe I must have.
Also, too, like a lot of people like us right now are listening to the show drinking again, and it's like get all fired up in their head and have keyboard warrior it out.
But these are 3 comments from the same episode. The first 2 I just read, and this one, my favorite one, because this one's just for me. Dipshit Steve. Yes. When Democrats control both the House and Senate, not Congress, got Congress, you dumbass. I must have said the Democrats control the House and Congress. Listen, I know that's something you learn in like 5th grade, but I'm pretty not good at stuff. I pretty much am dumb. I read that and I was like, ooh, got me. I definitely said that. They can block Trump from what he wants, or should he ignore the Constitution and rule like a dictator? And it doesn't help when Republicans side with Democrats. Stop eating and educate yourself. He nailed me to the wall.
Wow.
I literally read that.
Jesus, that's got a sting.
It didn't. It stung because it was true. And but then I'm literally sitting there just smirking, like this is pretty funny. Like, stop eating and educate yourself is like the perfect slam against me.
Now we have to wait 2 weeks for this guy to catch up to the episode.
That's the thing. These are all
comment on this episode.
It seems like he takes a while to get to it. But yeah, he's a pro comedy player, Jason K. So
nice.
If he wants to, I'm all for this.
Yeah.
When people do it for free, I'm like, oh, I'm not reading that.
Uh-huh.
But when people pay to tell me and accurately pinpoint why I'm an idiot, I actually enjoy it a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and just be a punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if your list of critiques, I read it and go, oh, God, yeah. I got nothing to say. Me.
You're better than me. I try to avoid all, even positive or negative comments. I just don't want to hear either of them just because, yeah, I know once I see some negative stuff, then I'll just think about it all the time. And just like in my head, like the points come up or it's like, oh God.
Yeah, I try not to read a lot of comments because of what you just said. But again, I was like looking through old audio and I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, I never read these. Like, I want to know what people said about these shows. Because again, these are these are from like early November. I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about. Like, well, like, see if it'll get me insight on what the episode was about. And then I'm reading this shit. I'm just like, oh God, I must have sounded like a real dummy.
But look, our friend Mitchell, hilarious.
Yeah,
he just writes comment. Yeah,
that's the thing. I don't want to only promote people that put me in my place. Like Mitchell, hilarious. Chris Richards, I indeed listened to the audio version with AirPods in, and I felt those farts travel across my brain. Kind of feel violated. I read that comment and I was fucking crying. Because yeah, AirPods are like other high-end headphones, but you'll hear every micro sound that is made in a fucking broadcast. So he heard parts, like different sections of the fart that had more shit in them.
You haven't farted once today. It's amazing.
No, I might be. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
It's not like I was eating healthy today. I had a tuna sandwich. It's not that bad.
Well, since we're we are on politics, kind of. I was trying to find that.
By the way, before you find anything else, there's more from Jason K.
Oh God,
they're all. I'm sorry. And again, I'm not gonna do this again with just negative comments from anyone. I feel like I want to show you this because Jason K. When I read these, he earned it in my mind because he just fucking ripped into us. Oh my God. Okay, so this is from a month ago. Here's the description of the episode I put up. Garrett and Steve pop a bottle of champagne while watching videos of people crying. Whoopi does some Goldberging on The View and Japanese snacks. Just sounds like a fun show. It sounds like directly after Trump got elected, we popped the champagne.
Yeah.
Can you imagine caring about the country? You'd cry. It's not like a faggot football game. You two moes are traumatized by sports, children's games. But yeah, Kirk, what a weirdo.
Kirk?
I guess Charlie Kirk or somebody was crying.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't even remember, but
no.
This is the only one where I'm like, all right. I don't remember ever crying over a football game. But get this. Football is more entertaining than political talk shows where 90% of what you're hearing is bullshit anyway. So I'll say this one, Jason K, you're wrong and you're being emotional like a woman. Yeah. You're just mad that we didn't care too much about whatever this point is that you're even making. That what I'm going to say. You're not too keen. I'm not too keen on your opinion here. That your opinion sucks on that. But the next one, I fucking again gets me again. He just writes these two retards, and it's in the same comment section. Dipshit Garrett. Trump fulfilled his promises. You don't pay attention. You guys are so uninformed. Your half-ass opinions hurt my brain. I'm trying to. Oh, here's the last one. From a show like 2 before that, and this is my favorite one. Let me just read the description of the episode, maybe because again, maybe this will give us some insight to what the fuck was going on that deserved a response like this. Today, Steve further melts down about his house guests, the mice, The jacket finale. Little did I
Wow.
know it was not the finale of the jacket. This was just what we thought was the finale.
Oh, okay.
Because the jacket got sent back to South Carolina. This is before we had Anthony on. Garrett drinks a bunch of soda, and our Patreon booth boys bring the boom. Okay, here's Jason K's response to that fun-filled show. A comedian making a joke and the president calling the people he represents aren't the same thing. Shut the fuck up. Watch your sports. You two sound like uninformed douchebags when you talk politics. Love the show.
Love you, Jason.
Just the fact that it ends on love the show. that got me. Because I read them in the order we just read them in, which is from most recent to furthest back. And it was kind of pissing me off. I'm like, all right, dude, like, what the fuck do you want? How many times are you going to listen to the same two retards have the same two shit takes before you're just like, I think this is just who these guys are. Yeah. But then I worked all the way back to love the show, and I was like, nah, this guy's great. This is perfect. But anyway, that was just a little interlude. We wanted to highlight one of our Patreon members for being a great sport. But again, I'm not going to now just go around reading shitty things about myself and being like, oh, this was funny. This was a special case where I'm like, he didn't even know I was seeing these. He's, for the love of the game, was like, you idiots are so dumb. Love the show.
We both got the dipshit moniker, which is nice.
And yeah, again, going back in the order, it actually, dipshit Garrett was first.
Yeah.
Dipshit Steve was the second player too. But yeah, towards the end, I really got reamed way more than you did. But yeah, good for Jason K. The first and only guy with comments like that I'm going to be reading. But I'd like to read more stuff like this. Pay and says from our good friend Doogie7626, who, if you look right here, board member.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a call-in number? I want to discuss this congestion pricing and the history of MTA foul-ups that I can't type here. Yeah. We do have a call-in number, Doogie. Tanner Lowry just showing up to say hi. Thank you, Tanner. That was very nice of you. Tanner, my manner. Doogie, I'm going to throw the number up right now. Hope you're still paying attention. And, hold on. Before I throw the phone number up, look at this. Asia S. Thompson.
Hey.
Hello, Asia. My first super chat ever anywhere. Y'all deserve every penny. Shits and burps aside, don't ever change. Love you. Thank you, Asia.
Yes.
Big red one.
Wow.
Look
awesome.
at that. First one ever. And you're throwing Vinny Cash money around the first time around. That's big stuff. Thank you, Asia. See, this is what I like. Can you imagine? Jason K was paying $100 to call us dipshit retards, and then he loves the show. I love it.
That's true. That's true. That was her video from the Booth Boys yesterday.
That's true.
She said she got reminded of it, and I remember because that's what was the second Curtis John song was the Max Loads Not True song.
Oh, right.
And it probably reminded her of that. That's true. That's true.
No, it's not. You're an idiot. The grass wasn't talking to the trees. Grass didn't want to talk to the trees. You can't make it.
Because the trees were cooler than the grass.
Thank you for that video, Asia. But
yes.
I swear to God, I've been thinking about it, and the more I get just frustrated.
That's true.
Why doesn't
that's true?
Like people like that, and like hoarders, and other people with like clear, like mental illness that is just weird and bad for them.
Yeah.
Why can't you just sit them down, and specifically like hoarders, and tell them like, you gotta throw all this stuff away. You're only keeping all this crap in your house because you're mentally ill. You gotta stop sitting on the lawn with your daughter and talking about trees because it'd be one thing if it was helping your mental health, but I'm like, you watch her in that video turn to the daughter and say, "You're an idiot. It's not helping anything. You're being a bitch."
And just like those crazy people, hoarders too, it's like you sit around all day, yet you have the money to like buy all these packages to get delivered to your house and own a house and pay property taxes, yet you don't do anything. It's like, where are you getting all this weird money from when you obviously can't be employed? Are they just like
government assistance plus an inheritance or something?
inheritance or something? Yeah.
Otherwise, I have no idea.
They're just set for life and don't have to think about anything and just cocoon up in their homes.
And then they call the Hoarders show because, like, they basically just, and this is what they do on
well,
Kitchen
usually
Nightmares
people
too.
call for the Hoarders, right?
No, I think because they have to agree to it.
They do. You're right. Yeah.
So but they think like, oh yeah, I just want you to clean a couple things up. I want to use my bathroom again. So can you? But like, don't throw any of my stuff away. Don't fucking throw anything away. Do not fucking throw my stuff away.
Throw those bags of shit away.
I need a fucking old newspaper. I fucking need these rotten milk cartons. I've been pooping in them. I need them. Do not fucking throw my stuff away. But I would like to like clear path into the bathroom so I could shit in the toilet again. So if you guys could just do that for me.
Shit in this bottle again in the toilet, by the toilet.
And then put it by the toilet. But thank you, Asia S. Thompson.
Yes.
And thank you, Netopia. Asia is now the newest member of Club Slays.
Nice.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah, she is.
Slays Club. But anywho, back to what Doogie was asking for. The phone number. And Garrett, I assume you have it set to go.
Oh, I almost did. I just had to turn off Do Not Disturb.
Burp. Oh, damn, I did an OP burp. 917-512.
It is on.
5684. Hopefully only Doogie calls in because that's who we're looking for. Because he wants to talk congestion pricing and MTA.
Just for Jason. Spew more of our dipshit information that we know hardly anything about.
Jason K. Dude, by the way, I'm sure if he's listening, he listened to us talking about that and was tearing his hair out of his skull. These fucking guys have no idea what they're talking about.
You're calling in, Doogie, or what?
Yeah, Doogie, what's the holdup?
Fuck.
We gave you the phone number.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Jesus.
We're gonna just kind of sit here and wait for you. So I hope you have your phone handy. A long time.
Wow.
I mean, he'd be paid to request, and then was just like, well, I don't.
Yeah, now he's getting
cold
feet.
Wasn't that important to me? I just wanted to ask if they had a number. Could call it. Oh, whoops. Oh, phone's ringing.
It's Jeff from Tennessee, not Doogie.
Well, maybe is Jeff Doogie? No, different guy.
Call from Jeff FMTN.
Hello, Jeff.
Up.
Oh, you don't have your headphones plugged in. Hold on, Jeff.
What's the? No.
Oh, Jeff.
I had it set up, but I didn't.
Oh, look at this. Look at the ass we make of ourselves. Jeff, Jason was right about us.
Yes.
We were sitting here all pompous and pretend like, oh, why isn't he calling in? Someone called in and we can't even hear them. Anywho, hey, Jeff.
What's going on, guys? I was just going to share a little tidbit of information about the Tom Hanks deal.
Yes,
please.
Allegedly, supposedly, like early in his career, he had some kind of a sexual encounter with a girl of about 12 years old.
Huh.
Like, what's the? Is this was like before he was famous?
Before he was big, like back before he actually did the movie Big, like early on in his career, and then like there's been alleged stuff after that. Like he was a frequent flyer with the.
Hello, producer Joe.
The Island Heaven Jew.
I'm worried that there's some now not getting Jeff. You guys getting Jeff?
Yeah. So
okay. Every time I see producer Joe's number come up now, I'm just like, oh God. Now what?
So when Tom Hanks was doing that like cross-dressing TV show, this is when he was doing it.
Cross-dressing TV show.
Yeah, he do a show where. Fucking now, Jason's gonna think I'm an idiot again.
This is why you can't read comments. You can't just have Jason in your head staring at you every time you can't think of something.
Yeah, he did that.
Right, and he probably is.
That either TV show or movie where it was like he dressed up like a girl or someone else dressed up like a girl.
Bosom buddies.
Bosom buddies, yeah.
Fitzy.
Thank you.
Great show. By the way, Doogie said he's trying to call. He called 3 times. Keep calling, Doogie. We're gonna get you.
Did you call the right number? The chef called in.
Fred from Brooklyn, also bosom buddies.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
thanks,
wait,
Fred.
so
Well,
Tom
I
Hanks,
saved
how
the
old
number
was?
a long time ago.
Oh, Joey Digger
I
was just
saved your
letting you
phone
know he
number
didn't
the
plug
last
in.
time
Got
I
it.
called in.
But Tom Hanks was
yeah.
of age.
And Bill Gates was also a frequent flyer.
Frequent
so was the guy
flyer.
from The Simpsons.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bill
that-
Gates is
and
another.
that's why his wife divorced him. Supposedly, is because his name popped up on the list, and she was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
He's another creep.
Uh
But
huh.
she
I'm up with that
allegedly
guy.
never liked him anyway.
Uh huh.
His little
Never
vaccination
liked
program.
Mr. Steen.
And then the rumor is too, like Tom Hanks, because remember when COVID first hit, him and Rita Wilson both got it in Australia, and then they did this whole like kind of PSA TV appearance, being like, "Oh, it's horrible," and people gotta. I don't even know if the vaccine was out yet then, but it was like, "Oh no, he's compromised," and they're now using him because he's on this Epstein list, and he's trying to do everything he can to.
Right? Didn't
keep
they
his
get
name
stuck
off.
in Greece or something? They were having just like
Yeah.
just
They
day
all
after
have
day of
compounds in New
greased up
Zealand.
anal sex with fucking young boys.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, well, we're stuck here because of COVID. And it's like, no, I think you're stuck there because you're having
Yeah.
greasy anal sex with young boys, Tom Hanks. That was the rumor.
Stuck me thumb in a croc's ass.
What was
But
that?
they all have compounds out in New Zealand.
They have what
They have a
happened?
compound
Like,
out in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they all do. Like the Obamas do. Anybody with any kind of money's got a compound in New Zealand. I say
What's that about?
compound. They've got a big house, like in quite a bit of land. So
Hmm.
Well, I'm sure he
I
has
guess when the
houses
war kicks,
everywhere.
when the worldwide civil war kicks off, the
Oh,
American
trying to
Revolution,
kick
or
off.
the World Revolution. Yeah,
The Obamas put
they're
out
gonna
that
go all
movie
holed up
about
in
the
New
world
Zealand.
ending.
yeah.
And it's just like, oh no, just a good concept. Just thought it was a fun movie to put out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun, family
Yeah.
fun for the whole.
And now Joe Biden got kind of the same contract with Netflix.
Why?
I don't know. It's
That
like, what does
fucker-
he know about producing
He's
shit?
dead. He's dead and walking around. What the fuck is he gonna even put a movie out about? I just a movie about ice cream and licorice.
Corn pop.
It was
We'll
always
call
a
it
movie
the
about corn.
sniffer.
He was a bad man. He was a bad boy. Ran a bunch of bad boys. This was the corn pop movie. I honestly, if they're not doing the corn pop movie, I don't even want to fucking see
No.
whatever it is. It needs to be the corn pop movie. It's like just
ever
a
get
different version
picked
of
up
Get
by
Rich or
cops?
Die Trying, the 50 Cent movie
Yeah.
starring Corn Pop.
He ever gets picked up by cops or something, I guess they could call them the sniffer picker uppers. Could be the name of the movie. Just a thought. Just a thought. I heard he didn't pardon himself. I heard he fucked up and didn't pardon himself or write himself a pardon.
Yeah, that's what they were
Pardon his
saying. Like
family.
he fucked up by not pardoning himself.
Ooh.
Maybe he just forgot. He's
Well, I
old.
got to throw in jail. Just this husk of a person. Or,
Please.
where am I? Who do?
I want
All
someone
these
to go to
Biden
jail.
pardons, and there's not one for me.
I mean, yeah, I'd like him to get thrown out of a building from like the 8th floor. But Gary, you know,
Like
you want
he'll-
someone to go to jail so bad.
I'd like to see him
Maybe
fall out
you?
the helicopter
Maybe I
waving
should-
at people.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Upper
gay
County.
bestiality
Crash.
tapes will finally get fucking put out. Whatever you did to that goddamn cat that had to go all the way back to Brooklyn. Well, you're in Brooklyn. Had to go all the way to the other side of Brooklyn.
Isn't it kind of a
That's
coincidence?
hilarious.
Bestiality is BEST. Bestiality,
It's BEAS.
not bestiality.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you know that,
because
nigga?
it's the
You
best.
could put an R in and have bestiality.
How often you type in that shit in? You know
Sounds
that.
kind of cool.
I had to look up, you know. How long-
Bestiality lawyer.
Yeah.
How do I get out of this? Fred has a
Fred's
video.
on to me.
Fred has a video of me finger banging my male cat. Because now, by the way, it's gay bestialities. You're getting hit with sodomy too. They're gonna bring that law back out from the books just because you did it to a cat.
Uh,
Oh my God.
well, thanks for the call, Jeff. Good to hear your voice again. It's
Yeah,
been a
man.
while.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Well, you haven't taken calls in a while,
No, I know. Yeah.
or not a whole lot.
No,
But
more
I
like I
enjoy it.
just
I love
remember
talking to you
during
guys and
Compound,
bullshitting.
you always calling in.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
sometimes when we take
Yeah.
calls, Charlie
and
calls
then
in.
Gino making me sit on fucking hold for 45 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Talk
Thanks,
to you
guys.
later, man.
Thank you,
Right.
Jeff. Love
Yep.
you.
Holler
Love
at you
you.
later. Love you more.
All right, Doogie, call in now. Now. Doogie's been calling in the whole time, apparently.
It would, I have like a call waiting.
I just know someone's gonna just cut in front of him again. But come on, Doogie, come on. Now. And no, Caddy, Charlie, they did not say to call in. We said we don't do call-ins because he calls in. And it's just like an hour of arguing with someone who hello?
Oh, hold on.
Doogie.
Hello, boys. How are you?
What's up?
What's up, boys? Nice to hear you. Yeah, I called like 5 times.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, someone cut you.
No, it's okay. No, guys, that's not a criticism. That's like, get my call now, bitch. It's just like, I was like, holy shit, I don't know if it's a bad signal area. All right, I'm going to regale you with a little bit of a story with the MTA, yada, yada.
Okay.
My father used to work.
I'm already creaming my corn over here. If it's a story about everything I know about the MTA is that it's run like my diet, just sloppy,
it's
messy.
It's run like retards.
Yes, and run by a retard. Yes, just like me.
All right, yes. Anyway, my father used to. My father years ago used to work for the organization. It used to be known. The MTA used to be known as Triborough Bridge and Tunnel Authority, or TBTA.
Okay.
And the guy who was the head of that is a very infamous guy in New York history, Robert Moses.
Yeah.
But one thing people don't realize what Moses did. Say anything they want about Moses, they go, oh, blah 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 blah, and all the fucking
The bridges.
liberals cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing he did, man, my father said those books for Triborough were always in the black. Like those bridges and tunnels made money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you an example of, and my father said within like 2 months of the MTA taking over Triborough, he said those retards like had the fucking bridges in the red. And I'll give you a great example of something that they did when it was under the Moses people.
Mm-hmm.
For all the bridges and tunnels that went in and out of New York, that was like the Triborough, that was the Whitestone, the Trog's Neck, all of them.
Yeah.
They had a total of 5 engineers on the payroll that was making $150,000 to $200,000. 5 for all those bridges and tunnels. The second the MTA took it over, they hired 40 engineers making $200,000 apiece.
Oh yeah,
So
God,
just
of
give you an
course.
example.
that's how everything works.
Yeah.
Yeah. You blow it out, and I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, I feel like this is how every government thing works. Whereas you hire a ton of people, you claim that nothing's making any money, and you need more funding, and you're just constantly begging for more money while just paying all these people.
Administrators too, not even people that are actually doing the work or whatever. Yeah.
It's all works and kickbacks. It's all, I'm gonna get you guys hired. You guys, I get this. It's every goddamn thing. It's a scam.
It's guys. It's worse. My father said once. He said it was this guy that got hired into the upper echelon of the MTA. I don't want to say the guy's name, but I'll never get my father, because my father's a captain of bridges and tunnels. And he said this guy that was like, he was like made the head of like investigations. My father used to say he couldn't find a black guy in Harlem. Say about him. The other thing about the ineptness of the MTA was Triborough for the 90s, they had the equipment that the NYPD and even the MTA did not have. I mean, by today's standards, the cameras would be like considered like gigantic and old, but they had them. And one of the favorite things my father had, he's also a volunteer firefighter. He'd come back, with some of the videotape footage. So when Giuliani took over in the 90s, he was like, I got to crack down on crime. We don't have the equipment. So they did a joint operation with Triborough. And one of the first things they did was they would get the turnstile jumpers, and a lot of those guys had 2 strikes on their records anyway. So when they jumped the turnstile, they have a strike number 3. They were able to lock their asses up. And at one particular station, they couldn't figure out, the meter was showing, let's say like 1,000 tokens went in that day, but when they opened it up, there was like 20 left, and they couldn't figure it out because they didn't have the proper equipment. Triborough established the fucking equipment. They put one inside the thing, and they put one watching the coin, the old coin deposit, and this fucking hamster shows up. I don't know if you know what a hamster is. That's a name for our wonderful colors. But anyway, this fucking hamster shows up, and he fucking puts his mouth on where the coins would get in and suck out the coins.
Oh my God.
The video was my father brought it up to the fire as we were watching the video footage. You see this hamster, you see like his tongue sucking all the fucking coins up. He spit them out.
I almost want to let him take it. Like, what an ingenious thing to think of and to even try.
Sucking the coins back.
A place where everybody's that walks in New York City puts their hand in and you just put your mouth to it. And
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Ugh.
Let me tell you something. I want to put a blonde wig on him. It's like, where are you Wednesday night? Is what I want to ask.
And all to get $1.50 each, right? That was probably what the tokens were worth back then.
Yeah, I think they're $1, $1.50, whatever.
Yeah.
But, the other thing I remember they did, and he told me, he said they did the joint operations where they figured out these guys were jumping the turnstiles at a certain time, and they made the train look like it was empty. And when all these hamsters jumped over there, they fucking immediately. Actually, what they would do is one hamster would jump over, and the guy would leave the boot chasing them, and then the 30 other hamsters would run onto the train. And then and what they did, they had a sting operation, waiting for them on the train, bust them all. Yeah, like they said, they already had 2 priors, and bye-bye. Bios con Dios. You know, the funny part is a lot of them are being released onto the streets now. But yeah, the ineptness of the MTA, he used to say it was absolutely magnificent. He said even then they were pushing that gay and lesbian agenda and so forth.
Wow.
Like, yeah, we need to hire the queers and so forth. I was like, oh, geez.
I don't understand why. Like, because I don't believe for a second it's this genuine, like,
care.
Oh, we just feel so bad for these homos. We just need them. Like, what? It's just got to be another way to get more funding. It's like, hey, since we're dealing with all these special people and these special out groups, we need more money for outreach programs and for all
especially now there's that whole like ESG thing, which Jason will say I know nothing about, but it's like they rate businesses and give them scores based on how much they promote diversity and things like that. And if you don't have a high score, then you lose federal funding.
Right. Okay.
So like you almost have to do it to keep getting money.
But if you are federal or if you're a state-run thing, you don't need that. You don't need a score.
Maybe you still do.
Maybe whoever's in charge just loves sucking cock. Big cock suckers. And that's all. It's a big scam to get a bunch of homos in one place so we can suck all their cocks.
You're not wrong. Now, what it is, a lot of the funding, especially in schools, why it's pushed so hard in schools have Title I and Title IX money. It's like all these different titles. They're federal law, federal education laws. Title I is basically for poor people. And when you have a certain group, like a certain minority group, they can fucking kind of classify them as almost like a special ed or so forth, and they get fucking federal funding for it. That's why they love the kids to be so exposed. I'm this, and this. It's like, oh, this is a targeted minority group. We need more federal funding to fucking protect it. And the other thing that goes on too inside of special education, that's and Title IX is with the chicks.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that whatever sports is provided in schools, it's got to be equal amount of funding. I can tell you, having worked in that field previously, let's say a school district, like let's say they paid for myself, you, and Steve, and it's like $5,000 per kid. Let's just take a round number. When you get like a special education kid, you could get like $12,000. Now you get like these new protected groups, like these immigrants, you get like $15,000 to $18,000 per kid from federal funding. And then even worse, they'll take some kids out of a fucking insane asylum. I'm talking kids that like can't keep their pants up and put them in a classroom
just to get the money.
$25,000.
Yeah.
But it's so here comes the criminal fucked up part. Sure, they're getting $25,000. They'll spend $15,000 on that kid, and they'll fucking pocket the rest and put it towards operations inside of a school, as long as it's spent on something. Blah blah blah. And the numbers are more than 5 or 10,000, but it's just giving you an idea how it works. Like there's so much corruption. And the fucking bridges and tunnels are kind of the same way. If they have like a certain amount of a group, they get certain amounts of federal funding. And the fucking MTA has always been horribly mismanaged. Like if you actually look at the top people of the MTA, and they have to disclose it, they make like some of them make $400,000 or $500,000, and there's like
at least,
like
yeah.
it's like 50 to 60 people are making that.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely insane.
You can't even
You know,
really
and
tell
like-
what their actual job is. It's just like supervising everyone.
Who do we blame here? Who do we blame here? Jews or blacks? Whose fault is this? Jews or blacks? Jews or blacks?
Well, let's do it this way. Who funds the problems?
Jews.
Hmm.
Well, you said Garrett, not me. I'm not having the Jews come after me.
Jews using blacks. I see.
Jews using blacks
know
to
what?
make
You
more
know
money.
Jacks.
Yeah, the Jacks.
If you know Rockland County, that's very true. There's an area known as Spring Valley, which is it's like Hampshire Central there, and you know the Hasids kind of use them almost like as the foot soldiers, almost like the orcs and like Lord of the Rings to cause the problems. Like, oh, look at them, they'll look at us stealing millions of dollars. That's a whole nother topic I could get into, but I'm not going to do
By the way,
that now.
the chat is unanimous. They're all just saying Drew, Drew, Drew. They misheard me.
Said Drow.
Yeah,
They think
glad to see
Drew
Johnny
is
got
to
the
blame.
back. Did he drew you down on the camera?
Oh, camera's working great.
So did you have anything
I
about congestion pricing?
And I just hold on
Or
before
did we
I
cover it all? 'Cause
before
know
we
everything?
get to
Yeah.
more of Doogie stuff. I just want to read Caddy Thorogood's
Super chat.
super chat because he did pay. There's a $20 pay and say, and I don't want to throw that just to the wayside here. Caddy Thorogood said, Google boring guy, comma, MTA, comma, stupid story, comma, Family Guy. He meant to say comma. He wrote comma because it's a Gino joke.
Yeah. Well, he probably only has a certain amount of characters. He couldn't double up.
No, you
Yeah.
can use more characters. He misspelled it because he's an idiotic person. No, I love Caddy. I understand your point. No, this is interesting though. I understand you guys are like, hey, talk about farts and cum more. I want to hear more farts and cum. I understand, but I am very much enjoying Doogie's insider information on why this city, or just a little part of the city, the MTA specifically, is dipped in shit. And
It's
like
just robbing everybody.
But like you think it is. Like there's no surprise. Doogie, nothing you said has surprised me. I'm not sitting here like, whoa, wait, what? Are you telling me they do bullshit and they all get paid for it? Are you kidding me?
I mean, just think about how many bridges are there that you pay tolls for in the city? 10. And
fact
some of them are 16 to $20.
That I have to pay $16 to go from fucking Staten Island to Brooklyn.
Not even Manhattan.
It makes my head spin.
Yeah.
Like what?
But
I'm going from one shitty part of New York to another shitty part of New York. What am I gonna fucking pay to do it?
And it's always packed every day. Every car is paying, at least that trucks are paying like $40 to $50 to go across all these bridges every day, all this money coming in. Then everyone that spends any money anywhere in the city pays sales tax. That goes to the city too. Everyone's paying income tax. Where's all this fucking money going?
You just heard where it's all going. He was just talking about Triborough Bridge and how the MTA took over, and they had 5 engineers getting 100,000+ a year to, what was it, 40 engineers that are getting 200?
Yeah.
That's where it's all going. They figured out we can tax these people till they die. Literally, they can't afford their bills because for some reason they're earning all this money and just paying it all back to no one. And we just take all that money because they're stupid and they'll keep paying it.
Yeah.
And we just give it to our friends. We get money back. As long as we take care of our friends take care of us. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And everyone who pays into this is a fucking mark.
Yeah.
Completely just, there are losers. We just get to, and you don't feel like that? Because I feel like it every time I just look how much money I don't have. Because I'm like, I do, like, not doing much make enough to survive, but then when you have to start paying taxes on it's like, whoa. Why am I paying you anything? There should be a fucking line.
We're in the biggest, greatest city in the world. Shouldn't the best city in the world be making money somehow? You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't it just
dude, we should be
whatever
all
we're
rich.
doing, we should
We'll
just
all
all
be
we should get a stipend from the city
hot
being
tubs
like,
full of champagne.
thank you for contributing to this great city that makes money, even if it's $10 a year. It's just like, yeah, we just pull in so much money. We're making so much. Not even talking about the country, the best country in the world should be making money too, if it's sort of like a business. But no.
Now that's the trick that you're talking about. You're talking about the trick there about like them, like talking about, oh, there's less cars there. There's one factor they're not talking about is how many people have actually moved out of the area and don't fucking work there no more.
Yeah.
Said, you know what, fuck this all together. It's a bigger number. The census said New York lost only 100,000. I think it's a fuckload more than that. I think they fucked that thing. The other thing they're not counting too is how many people have the fake plate readers. Like how many of them are beaten.
Oh my God, that's true too. Now, like you know that there's plate readers everywhere on every street.
Oh my God!
And if you go
3
miles over the speed limit, they send you just a $50 fine.
They've at least cracked me for like $1,000 at this point. $50 a pop over the last couple years where they've been around. Because I'll just randomly
That's just added revenue they weren't getting 10 years ago.
And it's not like I'm flying down the street going 100 miles an hour. It's just I'm not staring at the speedometer. And I go, dude, the amount of tickets I've gotten for going 36 miles an hour it drives me fucking crazy. Because I don't, in my head at all, think I'm speeding. I'm just driving.
On an empty street, usually.
Always.
Yeah.
And then my dumbass, the one time I'll ever like just drive fast because it is 1 o'clock. Like the night Gino had his birthday party comedy show thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving home and I want to get home fast because 1 o'clock in the morning, no one's on the road, and I'm nearly home and I just see a flash behind me and I was, you've got to be kidding me!
Oh my God!
I forgot for 2 seconds because again I'm on open road late at night. I just forgot. I must have been going 38 miles an hour
in a 30.
Yeah. And the flash goes off and I'm like, and now I owe this fucking piece of shit garbage city money. Like again, everything I do doesn't just give them money. Every moment of my day isn't paying them in some way.
Yeah, couldn't they take it out of the city tax, the extra tax I have to pay just for living in the city?
Every moment I'm getting sapped. Like, why do I have to pay you any more money than I'm already fucking paying? Suck my balls.
Take it out of the money I gave you last year, and if I get over that amount, then fine, I'll pay you some more.
God.
Well, you forget the other thing too. When I was talking about the plate readers, I also meant the things where people have things that are blocking the toll, so they can't get a fucking read on it. I got to say, there's got to be like 10% of cars doing that are beating the fare.
Oh, I know. It's just an endless supply of unlimited money. Yet they're constantly crying bankruptcy. I don't know where it all goes.
It's at the top. Everything's at the top of the MTA, and like you said, man, it goes to all these crazy programs for like Uruguay fucking comic books.
Yeah, they have so much. They just make up programs just to funnel the money to their friends.
Absolutely. And going back to Moses for 1 second, everyone loves to excoriate Moses, but the one thing Moses did for the city as well, he built every fucking pool that's been there since like before 1950. That was built by Robert Moses, and the tribal and the TBTA money is where that fucking came from. That one thing Moses was he was a big swimming advocate. I think he also was just like, keep the hamsters there, is what he was looking for. But, like I said, the congestion pricing is just, they don't, the problem is with Trump trying to end it is it is state territory. The president can't just step in and say, hey, you can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
It's a real bitch. The thing he could fucking cite them on is the Interstate Commerce Clause, which is in the Constitution, that basically says anything between states is regulated by the federal government.
Oh,
okay. They're going to be taxing the Jersey people, so they could argue on that with the congestion pricing. If that's how I would argue it.
Oh, I see.
Of course, that they're in violation of the interstate commerce.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because people from other states are coming in and having to pay this. Yeah, all right.
Well, Jersey's been suing the shit out of them since they introduced this. Like, no. This is bullshit. You're fucking taxing our people for your fuck-ups.
Yeah, I want my money back from all those cameras.
Yeah.
I literally, it should be like a savings account they were keeping from me. And I should just get the money back at the end of the year.
That's what it should be. It should just be like, this is your IRA. And every time you want to add $50, you're allowed to speed, and we'll save you the money. And we'll keep the money. You have to keep it in there for 20 years or whatever. We get to use that money however we want. But after 20 years, you get it back.
Yeah.
I would accept that.
All right, Doogie, final closing statements.
That's it, lads. I'm going to let you go. I love you more than a friend and everything.
Love you, Doogie.
Doogie, we love you. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You guys have a great day.
Later, man.
You too, buddy. That's a good guy, that Doogie.
Yeah.
That Doogie right here. That Doogie 7626. That's a good fella out there. Love me some Doogie.
I turn off the
Um,
phones.
No, leave it on.
All right.
The slice line. Now that's freed up. I read someone said open up the slice line. Tanner Lowry says look up the Marc Dutroux case for a real Epstein style shock. Tore Belgium apart and where the white van meme comes from. Sorry, I'm behind. All right, now I gotta Google stuff.
Charlie.
Hello.
Hey, it's me, Razor Charlie.
We got Charlie. All right, I have to Google Marc Dutroux and just Marc Dutroux. Okay, we'll get to that. Caddy Thorogood, they're saying that you have another appointment and need to go. Please Google MT last chat to see what comes up. My last chat to see what comes up. Okay. All right, now there's a Caddy Thorogood. Sorry, autocorrect. Oh, Keith the Cop. We don't have any of that shit in South Carolina. Keith is here.
Hello, who is it?
Hi, who's this?
Oh no, who is it?
Is this Mr. Maloonigans?
Hello? What's going on, Mr. Maloonigans? Oh, are you feeling all right? Has Fred been touching you?
Hey, Keith.
I don't know what else to do but say meow.
Whoa.
Wow,
Garrett, your cat talks?
Holy shit. Fuck, you could have said something
You
to us.
gave away a talking cat, you fucking idiot.
Oh my God.
He was under your bed shitting for fucking 3 weeks.
If he just opened his mouth one time, I would have known.
God, you're bad at having cats.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, no.
Meow.
Oh, no, the cat's still there. What happens if you hit hold on the next one?
Hold it up. He hung up.
Oh, they hung up. Whoever was just calling in, we saw you. Meow.
Meow.
Oh, he's still there?
Hold on. Let me ask this cat a question.
Okay.
Meow. Meow.
Meow. Meow.
You don't meow. Say.
Hold and accept.
The cat said you touched its asshole, Garrett.
I never touched its
The cat
asshole.
just said to me.
I never even saw its asshole.
You don't speak cat.
It never
but you do
even-
speak finger cats.
It never even once showed me its asshole.
Yeah, you took it.
Because it was hiding it the whole time. Not letting you see it.
That's what got you so mad. You're not gonna give it to me. I'll take it. I'm a man. You put two. That cat just told me you put 2 fingers in. I'm not comfortable doing a podcast with someone that fingers cats. I'm sorry. You can answer phone calls, but please don't speak.
Okay, good.
There's a phone call coming. Oh, wait, went away again.
Yeah, went away. Mr. Maloonigans hung up.
If you found out I fucked a cat, would you keep doing the show with me?
Oh my God. No.
like just if that literally just happened live on the air, you found out, and I was just like, no, you got me. I did. I fucked a cat. Would you just leave, or would you be like, all right, well, we're making money on Patreon. We got to keep this going.
No,
Even though this guy fucks cats.
It'd be kind of awkward, right? Because it's like, oh, well, he admitted it on air in the show. Like, what am I going to do? Just up and leave now?
That's the thing. It would be a hard thing to just walk away from, but at the same time, but this guy just said he just fucked a cat. I'm like, but money. Fuck. If you openly were like, yeah, no, Fred had to take the cat back because I fucked it and it seemed like it didn't like it. First of all, I'd be like, no way, get out of my house, never again. I would immediately just shut it down. Like, I can never fucking see this guy ever again in my life.
Call from.
But then there would be a moment where if like we were making a ton of money and I'd be like, all right, we'll do the show from your place, but you're going to talk and I'm just going to stare at you like this. And all I'm going to be thinking, and anytime I speak is just, so you really fucked cats? It's going to be what the whole show would be about. It's just me just tilting my head. Just Wait, but really?
We're doing it at my house. You're making 90% of the money now. You just have to get quizzical looks about me fucking a cat the whole time. Yeah, but luckily we're not making that much money.
Yeah, luckily. If it
Luckily.
turns out one of us is banging the pets in the house, we can just go, oh, Jesus, no, done. This is done. Anywho, welcome to the Garrett and Steve Show.
Who's this?
Speak up.
Hello?
Speak.
216
Speak.
255.
It's undignified.
Goodbye.
Well, we're sorry. Call back.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to interrupt your phone call with chattings of cat fucking. But it's
Catty fuckery.
It's like when I made the pedophile jokes against Bobby and he freaked out. I had a serious moment like, wait, what's happening?
Uh-huh.
Like, I might have to just cut this right here and be like, we're done forever. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
It
why?
turned out he was just losing his mind because, like, you're making me look like a pedophile. I'm like, okay.
All right.
First of all, I didn't, but
You're sort of acting like a pedophile.
you're sort of, yeah. But as long as you can, like, I can ask you flat out on the show.
Jeremy.
But whoa, this is what I need to do. Garrett, I'm going to ask you flat out on the show. So you have never fucked a cat, nor do you want to?
That's a crazy question.
Say yes or no, please.
To that crazy question? God,
I'm going to definitely need a yes or no to this question.
What's the question again?
Do you want to or have you had sex with an animal?
Now there's two questions. I have to answer both. Do you want yes, no, yes? What?
Okay. Yes or no. Have
Uh-huh.
you ever had sex with an animal?
Silly. What a silly question. I can't believe you're asking me this.
All right, guys, we got to end the show. You won't give me a straight answer on a very simple question. I don't think I can continue. There's a dog in the house, and I'm now very uncomfortable.
There's a dog? Where?
I'm very uncomfortable with you being. You've been touching the dog with your foot. Oh my god! What would happen is every memory of every interaction you've had would come flooding back. Like, he's been seducing my dog.
No wonder why she loves him so much.
And I'm just sitting here letting him do it. Oh my god! I'm culpable. Anyway, welcome to the Garrett and Steve Show.
Who's this?
This is Jeremy. How are you guys?
What's up, Jeremy? Is
Hey,
this Jeremy
Jeremy.
M. Stock?
Jeremy M. Stock. Dude, well, first of all, you guys are fucking awesome. I've been watching you guys for quite a while.
Thanks,
This is the
buddy.
first time that I've ever called into the show. But anyway, I just saw in the live chat somebody talking about their shit crashing or something because YouTube is targeting people that use ad blockers. Dude,
Huh.
I just read something on Reddit about some shit like that. And I run a gaming rig similar to Anthony's. I run Republic of Gamers.
A gaming
My
rig?
gaming rig can't. My gaming rig can't even handle watching YouTube videos.
Why?
Have you guys heard anything about YouTube like just using mass amounts of memory?
No, I've heard of Chrome
And
doing that, but
I've
not
had
YouTube.
problems, but I've also had problems using ad blockers, which is why we keep getting tagged with ads every time we show a fucking video. It just specifically YouTube through StreamYard. Every time I try to use one, I have like it just won't. The video won't come up, or like I can't bring up the tab. It fucks it up. So I believe you when you say that you're having problems because I myself have had very like these exact problems. Where I'm just like, listen, sometimes an ad's gonna come up because I'm done downloading the fourth thing onto my fucking laptop just so it won't fucking work.
It's weird because what I read on Reddit, this person was saying how they disabled their ad blocker and then everything went back to normal. Well, I disabled my ad blocker for YouTube and it didn't fix anything. It still just uses a mass amount of memory trying to watch YouTube videos, or especially trying to watch you guys live on YouTube. It's like, what the hell? The last time my PC started freaking out, it's like it was being DDoS and it just shut off.
Huh.
I was like, what the shit? It was the craziest thing. It
Yeah, that's
doesn't do
odd.
that.
You're
with
using
Rumble.
Ad Block Ultimate?
I don't know what ad blocker I'm using. It's
Oh.
through
That's
whatever.
the thing. They all have retard names. There's a
Yeah.
Ad Blocker Plus, Ad Blocker Duh,
Yeah.
Ad Blocker Shmish, Brave Browser.
Yeah, but
I
it
loved
does-
using Brave
It
Browser.
doesn't.
Gabe, yes, Brave Browser. I looked into the Gabe bitches in the chat. Brave is really good for blocking all kinds of ads. Great when you're not trying to stream with it. I tried to use Brave, use StreamYard on Brave, and it literally just didn't work at all. It was like they know they're keen to Brave's game,
Mhm.
and yeah, you just can't use it at all. Nothing comes up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I was gonna say because it doesn't do it for Rumble, doesn't do it on Twitch, but I've noticed with YouTube it will crash my PC if I watch videos for too long. It's like, what the shit?
Well, YouTube is I don't know if you heard the song yesterday, YouTube. They are extremely fond of the dollars they make
They
off
are.
of ads. So I can imagine them investing a lot of money in figuring out ways to block people from blocking ads. And like, if you want to
Oh,
stream,
sure.
you're gonna have to suck some June tube penis because that's why we don't put ads on any of our videos, because one, the amount of money we were making was
Yeah.
our banking apps both crashed when we tried to transfer the money in from the ad revenue we were getting. But also it was like, what are we doing? Like, we have a Patreon, we don't need this fucking bullshit, and it just makes watching our videos way more annoying.
Yeah.
And so we cut it off mostly because
is-
it was making no money.
Most of our videos get owned by the copyright owner of whatever
Oh,
10-second
also that, yeah.
video that we play, that they own the mute. So then they're allowed to they're allowed to put ads on our videos.
Nearly 100% of our videos have been demonetized to begin with because we play clips all the time of stuff we think is funny. So that is impossible to do on YouTube. It makes me miss Compound more every time I want to show something that will either at bare minimum get us ripped off because of copyright, or like I literally want to show funny porn. Like, just we can't do it. Want to show the Boom Guys, the Costco, can't show any of it. It is. I appreciate it at the time. Now on YouTube, I appreciate it more than ever. We had a very unique opportunity with Compound to just show whatever we wanted at any given moment.
Not to change the subject too much, and I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, but one thing that would be hilarious is the whole railroaded thing that you guys were talking about with the whole Bill Schultz and Kumia and different, like, oh, you're getting railroaded by Garrett and Steve now. You guys should put that on the soundboard, so every time you railroad someone, railroaded. That would be funny.
You're getting railroaded right now, Jeremy. Welcome to the tracks. Population U. We don't need it. We got dumb shit on our soundboard. We never remember to press the buttons. Here's what's happening. You're about to get
You can start selling merch.
put on the tracks.
You can start
Welcome to
selling
Railroad
merch.
Town.
I got railroaded at the Garrett Steve show.
Yeah, buy our t-shirt
Buy
now.
the t-shirt. I just got railroaded by Garrett and Steve. They want a camera they've been asking for 6 months.
All right. Well, thanks for taking my call, guys.
Later,
I love you
Jeremy.
guys. I'm going to keep watching you.
Love you.
See
I
ya.
love you, Jeremy. Thank you. I like the call-in shows.
Yeah, when they're not Charlie.
The fucking the time flies by, which I'm now. I like. Oh God, I had.
Oh my God!
I had things to get to. And every time we do the call-in part, I'm like, all right, this will be like 15 minutes. People call in, say hi, say the N-word, and then they're just gonna hang up. And then the show's over.
But I miss it from the Compound days. It was so nice during the Compound days, because we could have them just waiting on hold and go to them. You know, we didn't have to constantly answer them the second they call in.
Like, how can we invest in a simple soundboard that we can just hook up to our
to send a voicemail, press 2.
a phone screening app, rather, that we can just hook up to our soundboard? Because I do like like you just said, I missed the Compound days where we just had a list of people that were on hold.
And the second we can't think of something to say or want to do something, whatever, we could just be like, "Oh, let's go to the call."
The second I stop beating off into the microphone, we're like, "All right, now that Steve's done, let's ask other people." if they ever come too hard.
Hello, who is this?
Welcome to the rails. Hope you like the railroad.
Hello?
Hello,
Hey, who's this?
you speaking? This is Junior.
Junior,
Hey,
what's going
Oh,
on?
Uncle June, how are you?
Hey, good. I got a story for you when you talk about sex animals.
Ooh.
Your phone's cutting out.
Polygraph.
Ooh, did you throw your phone in the air when you started talking?
Let me maybe. Okay, any better?
Yeah.
Yes.
You better now? I had to go to a polygraph one time for a 3-letter agency. And the woman had me all hooked up. And as we were doing that, starting it, she said, "Do you have any questions?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I heard you might ask a question like, did you ever want to have sex with an animal?" And she gave me a funny smirk and she goes, "Well, have you?" And I said, "Well, no. But by me asking you that, you thought about it." And it was all downhill from there. But anyway, that was one of the funnest experiences in my life.
We're 9 out of 10 questions of the polygraph. So do you really not want to fuck a man? Did you just pose it in a bunch of different ways, try to trip you up?
That's what they do. They try to trip you up. It was comical. The only thing she was worried about for some reason is I was growing pot plants in my corn patch. I don't have a clue what she was talking about, but it was a great experience. So,
Wait, I can guess the 3-letter agency. DEA.
no, it's one of the other ones. but
ATF.
It starts with an N. But anyway,
NIG.
NF. But anyway, hey, you all do a great time. I love your show.
Thanks, Junior.
Just happy you took my call.
Yeah,
So,
awesome.
Of
Love
course.
you, buddy.
I want to hear more about the polygraph, but if you got to go, you got to go. Thank you, Junior.
No, I'll call you back another time. But it was an experience.
Awesome. All right.
Probably still talks about me. All right.
Later, man.
I love you. Oh yeah, I want to hear more from Junior. I like that.
We all know polygraphs are fake.
If George Costanza can fool it, it's not a lie if you believe it, Jerry.
Oh, but that wasn't a polygraph. He never took a polygraph.
George didn't. Jerry did. About watching Melrose Place.
Melrose Place. That's right.
Yeah. Caddy Thorogood, when I watch your show on YouTube within the 24 hours, I don't get one ad. This is the only show on YouTube with no ads. Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. We choose to be ad free.
Mm-hmm.
Choose to be. Because we saw the money that comes out of the other side. And it's like, what is the point?
Why and also, if you start off an episode within the first 8 minutes, you use any curse word, they automatically don't put ads on it anyway.
Yeah, they're very strict on what gets ads. But also, the thing was, because there's people that still, like, I've seen channels with fucking 200 subscribers that somehow have fucking ads.
Mm-hmm.
People will be like, whoa, money's money. It's like, no, money's not money. That's fucking annoying. It'll literally make me want to if I see your channel looks like this and you have ads on it, I think you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, what are you making? A penny, maybe?
And it's so disgusting. Just take the fucking ads off. And again, we have a Patreon. So it's like, if you want to support us, that's how you support us. We're not going to torture you.
Yeah.
Because there was a mode I can put YouTube in where it was like, dude, it was like ads every like 5 minutes.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like,
you can really
like you can space them out. And it's like, oh, yeah, like 5 cents every time. It's like, so, but for someone to watch your video, they every 5 minutes need to go, God damn it! Again? Anywho. Welcome to Garrett and Steve.
Who's this?
This is Curtis John.
Hey, what's up, KJ?
What's up, Cage?
Hey, I had a little story. When I was a kid, I was probably about 8 or 9 years old. My neighbors, we lived next to a dairy, and one of our neighbors used to raise baby calves. And one day, the father would go out there and bottle feed the calves. My sister and this guy's daughter went out there one day, and he was getting blown by one of the calves.
Wow.
He was. Wait a minute. I knew. By the way, the second the story started, I knew. I was like, oh, so you've dealt with people like Garrett before.
What?
Yes, we've dealt with Garrett's before.
So he was bottle feeding the calf.
He was bottle feeding the calf without the bottle. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What did they do? Did
You
they?
must get
Why-
lonely out on the farm, you know?
Yeah, when you have your wife and daughter come outside, it must be lonely.
Well, if you've seen his wife, well, maybe.
Oh God. So what you're saying is that the cows were prettier than the cow in the house.
Have you ever seen them blink their eyes at you? It's kind of cute.
It is. Those doe eyes, those big, wide, doughy
Right?
eyes. Yeah.
I'm gonna shut the show off if you keep fucking Getting all-
Sexualizing
getting all
animals.
horny about fucking animals, Garrett.
I mean, they go at it so hard, like, you know. I mean, it's like, wife ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. You know, I
First
bet
of
you that
all-
guy's wife never goes at it that hard, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Right? Either way, the cat's gonna get some white stuff in his mouth. So.
God.
Yes, delicious
I'm
milk.
sorry, gentlemen.
No,
Sorry,
I need to
gentlemen.
know more.
Have a good day. Love you, boys.
Later,
What?
KJ.
Kurt KJ, hold on. So
Okay,
what
go ahead.
happened?
Go ahead.
What happened to this gentleman after his wife and daughter saw him face fucking a cow?
Nothing. They're dairy trash. It was like, don't do it again.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
what you
much,
gotta
he did
do.
it again,
Oh my
and
God.
nothing.
So he's actively
Dude,
still
people-
doing it.
You know.
Don't do it
Well, I
again.
don't know. He's probably dead by now.
Oh, okay.
that's
Well, thank
good.
God.
Yeah.
This has
God
been-
got to him.
This has been 40 years ago. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank.
I've stuck my
MAGA
arm
country.
up a cow's asshole before. I've had to stick my whole arm up a cow's asshole before, but that's doing pregnancy checking. But
I've seen
was-
that
Yeah.
on Jackass,
Jackass.
and Dirty Jobs, where
Yeah.
that's a part of cowing on a farm is you have to go fucking
Yeah.
elbow deep in their asshole for some reason. Now, did
elbow,
you
go
wear
to the shoulder, man?
Did you wear the sleeve?
Plastic glove, yeah. Yes, it still doesn't help you get shit all over the rest of your body.
Oh, God.
Somehow, they just start evacuating as you stick it in there, and you just say opener bread. That's pretty much how that works.
Do you get all horned up
Yep,
when you're?
Garrett got this one.
Yeah. No, you go.
No, I said that. Garrett got this one. It's bread. So something like that. Anyway, but no, I used to have to do that shit. I don't do that shit no more. But yeah, I used to be a farmer. So
Did you like it, or was it worth it, or that's why you got out of the job?
Yeah. How often did you get laid on the
No,
farm?
well, not from the animals. I fucked a few pigs, but those were the girls I'm going to go with.
Sweet.
No, it was fun. I loved it. There's parts of it that are a little, when you have to neuter the calves, cut their nuts out, it's a little
Mhm.
jarring a little bit.
And you really you can't take a sick day. Every day you got to wake up super early, and there's animals needing to be.
You can't call in to the cows out in the barn.
Yeah, be like,
Guys, I'm really not feeling. No, I think I got a little cough and like kind of a
Later.
fever.
Love you guys.
And they just,
Later, KJ.
bye, KJ. I love you.
Love you.
Bye. Love you too.
But it would be nice to just have a
Cow to
whole-
fuck.
and have a cow.
I
to
know
fuck.
that big giant tongue they got, right? And those big buck teeth.
But just have a yard where there's some animals, some vegetables you're growing, and you're kind of self-sufficient. You don't really have to rely on anybody else.
I feel in life you just want what you don't have.
Good point.
I think if me and you were
Thank you, Oprah.
busting our ass every day to survive off our carrots, we go, God, fuck this shit. I wish I was in an apartment in Staten Island jerking off and eating Hot Pockets.
And talking for 2
Just
hours.
talking in front of a laptop. God damn it, I'm sick of cabbage. I think, yeah, you romanticize everything you're not going through because you're just bored with your own life.
That's a good point.
While saying that, yeah, it does seem like the self-sufficient live off your own land, grow your own food. What
Yeah.
a dream. Seems amazing.
Just because they can't take that away from you.
They can.
They can.
Ever heard of Ruby Ridge? They can take whatever they want. They can shoot your wife in the
obviously.
fucking head through a door if you say no to them taking your shit. So yeah, they can take what they want. The point is though, you're off the grid and you think
Yeah.
no one's
they
gonna come take your shit.
Yeah.
And you're eating your fucking boiled potatoes every day, and you're like, oh man, look, it definitely has to be more satisfying that every moment you're working, there's
Definitely.
a direct result that it ends with you eating that day. Like it's definitely, it's a good thing to aspire to. But I think if me and you were out in the on the Oregon Trail planting our own seeds, and we would be like, this fucking sucks. I hate I don't even want to fuck these cows. I hate them.
I gotta go to bed just to wake up early tomorrow, just to do it all again.
What is bed? Yeah. You gotta wake up at fucking 3 a.m. You go to bed at fucking 5 p.m. Like, what the fuck?
Can't even watch any sports because everything's on late at night. You're like,
exactly. No, yeah, I agree with the romanticization of it, but actually doing it would probably drive us both insane. County Thorogood, every 5 minutes. Some channels do every 90 seconds. Yeah,
I've seen some stuff.
There are times I turn off videos that I'm genuinely interested in because I'm like, the guy put too many fucking ads in this. I cannot just every 2 seconds pull my phone like out of my pocket if I have headphones in or whatever and skip ad. Like I'll just not watch this. That's fine.
Luckily, I pay for Google Premium. That's the one thing I pay for.
Google Premium?
YouTube Premium.
That's right. I work for them.
Excuse me. Oh, I do pay for Google OneDrive too.
Got put on the tracks, boy.
Because I finally ran out of space, and they're just like, they hound you so much, and every time you like want to take a picture or anything, it's like, oh, your drive is full. All right, fuck. Here's whatever amount a month, $10 a month.
I don't pay for that. I just pay for 5,000 streaming services, and I'm unemployed.
And cable.
Suck it. Let's get to some GNS internet news because that is what we're here to do.
Yes.
So let's get to some of it. Did you see this video?
Jeez, that girl's tall.
That's not what the video is about, but I'm glad that. All right, let's just dive right in without too much preamble.
Do we have to now?
We literally have to know nothing.
No, do I have to go to YouTube to make sure they could see this video?
Oh God, you're right. That's another thing. StreamYard, I might be done with if they continue fucking around. By trying to make things better, they're making everything way worse. Yes, please go to YouTube. The video's not playing yet.
Okay.
For everybody who thinks that who's watching, this is don't worry, it's not playing yet. But yesterday, that was beyond annoying. Me and you watch a whole fucking 2.5 minute thing, and I go back to our tab, and the chat's just like, no, you can't fucking see anything.
I see the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think if you see it, that means because yesterday the video itself wasn't even coming up.
If you met an attractive man and y'all had a good conversation, like this is in the way.
Hold on, you're missing missing the entirety of what we have here. Okay, yeah, you can see it. We're perfect. Let's begin.
If you met an attractive man and y'all had a good conversation, like this is in the way. Hey, we're ready for questions. What's your name? I'm Key. And you? I'm ready. Why do you think it's appropriate to just run up in our interview mid-conversation?
I ain't gonna lie, they white and I don't give a fuck.
I never gave a fuck. Are you just looking for attention?
No, never. I never gave a fuck. We want to be fun and come for the video.
But if I'm in the middle of a conversation,
I'm sorry, y'all ain't feel disrespect down below. You problem with it? So what's the problem now? What's the problem now? We are girls. We are girls,
anywho, these poor white girls have to go, yeah, it's fine, it's cool, whatever. You know, you do whatever you guys want. No, we love when people interrupt our interviews. That's fine. You go, girl.
I just love this whole thing. This whole video is just a pile of American shit. Just shit. Every part of it. Just from before you even press play. It's just another man on the street from some guy doing a fucking content stream. Another Garrett and Steve wannabe. Just like, hey, I'm just going to go to whatever this popular area is. I don't even know where the fuck they are. Looks like either like New Orleans or Austin 6th Street, something like that. And he's like, I'm just going to walk up to random hot girls because this is where they hang out. I'm going to ask them questions and
with my sexy accent.
And this will be the reason I'm a millionaire. So I'm going to be the 5 billionth person doing this. Again, I understand we're deluded for doing stuff on the internet and thinking we deserve to. I'm not trying to make $1 million. I'm just trying to make $1.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I understand my place in the world. But that's just where we begin. These women are about to answer questions that don't matter and make no sense. But instead, a couple of women saw what was happening and was like, that interview needs some seasoning. That interview look like it don't wash his chicken. That interview doesn't go beep every 30 seconds. I needs to be over there.
Man,
That's what they did.
and y'all had a good conversation.
Black bitches in the way. Hey,
Now,
We
questions.
didn't even
What's
get
your
his
name?
question.
I don't. Well, now we're getting to level 3. Let's hold our horses there. Let's pretend this is real,
Okay.
because that's where I'm at with this video. Is this whole thing a setup? Is this all fake? I'm Garrett now.
Wow.
Every time I even watch anything controversial, I'm just like, oh, this is fake. It's a fake video.
Doing it for the
They
views.
got me to watch it. That means it's fake. I watched it.
I
so
wouldn't
it
watch it
cannot
unless
be
it was a
real.
fake.
It
Yeah.
cannot be real unless it's by accident someone was filming something. It has to be fake. But we're not there yet. Let's just stick to it's real.
Mhm.
And the interview's getting its seasoning. What can you? I want to ask you this because I'm, an angry piece of shit. But can you even put yourself in this person's mind for 2 seconds, where it's like, oh look, those people are on camera doing something. I should interrupt it and say, hey, bad bitches here.
Yeah.
We don't care about white bitches.
I can put myself in that mindset where they're out on like it's late at night. They're on some sort of drinking street, right? They're
Drink street,
drunk.
Yeah.
And they see a camera and they're just like, camera, let's go in front of it. You're not thinking anything about anything else at all, except, oh, the black guy camera, let's talk to him.
So, well,
I don't even think they're trying to be like, oh, these white girls are here. Let's fuck with
Wait,
them.
are you sure? Wait, maybe you'll recant that statement when you hear this part
Black
again.
bitches in the way. Hey, we're ready for questions.
What's your name?
I'm Key.
And you?
I'm ready.
Why do you think it's appropriate to just run up in our interview mid-conversation?
I ain't gonna lie, they white and I don't give a fuck.
So what she said is, I don't give a fuck. They white. They can't beat me.
Oh, she said, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, she said they can't beat me.
Wow.
Meaning, like, she knows for a fact she can just walk. Donald Faison knew for a fact with his red wig he could just walk over and there will be zero consequences because we have opened up this avenue for people like Donald Faison where either you fight them and
Isn't
you
that
beat.
Turk from Scrubs?
Oh, is it? Wait, I'm thinking of the fat guy from The Replacements, the fat black guy.
Lost me there.
Faison Love. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me. Faison Love. In the red wig. Game over.
Right.
I knew exactly 2 things are going to happen. Either I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want, or these white little bitches are going to have something to say, and then I'm really going to do whatever the fuck I want. Because I'll either beat the shit out of them, or somehow one of them gets the best of me. They're going to jail.
Yeah.
They hate crimed me. Even though it's on video, I heard them say the N-word when they hit me. So it's just, we've somehow made it so this is a win-win.
Yeah.
This exact behavior is a win-win.
And they
There's
got it.
nothing that can go wrong for you.
Because they even turn around, they're like, whatever, guys, you don't care, right? Yeah, that's fine. I
Please.
totally get it.
Please don't make me a thing.
Yeah.
I don't even, please.
Especially because this is on film now. It's like, I'm definitely not going to say anything or make any sort of scene or.
Yeah, the girls,
make
the
a
white
viral
girls
moment.
wanted to be the next Hawk Tua.
Uh-huh.
They don't want to be the next Daniel Penny. They didn't. There was a certain internet fame they were going for. It was, oh, we're gonna say something silly and we're gonna get a meme coin, make $1 million, and walk away after we say blowjobs are cool. Like they were just looking for something like that. They were not looking to have to choke out a black bitch because they interrupted their interview. And then
they
was
wish they
like,
could.
"What are you gonna do, white bitches? I can beat them." Like openly, just like, yeah, I'll beat the shit out of them. What are they gonna do?
Oh, it'd be so.
And the white girls was like, yeah, you can, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
We love you. We love you. We love you.
White Luby, even though Luby's white.
Wooby. She's not white.
She's not.
She's a foreigner. She reading them their Jew queer books.
I keep thinking it's the Anthony Cumia sign in the background.
Where? That big A?
That big A?
No,
yeah.
that's big A.
Oh, it's big A.
Yeah.
Big A.
Are you just looking for attention?
No, I never gave a fuck. We want to be
I
fun.
never get fucked.
I never gave a fuck.
But if I'm in the middle of a conversation,
Conversation.
I'm sorry. I ain't no disrespect. I'm gone.
Also, she's walking around with a fan. She's just cooling her big fat tits off.
Yeah, that's not even like one of those personal fans that folds up.
That's a
If
desk
you-
fan.
If you turn it off,
Yeah.
you can put it in your pocket. No, this is a desk.
But anyway,
Good for her.
that's the news.
Yeah.
Some black
That's all.
lady seasoned an interview, and I don't know who it. The natural instinct is to kind of get mad, like, oh man, she's so rude. What's her problem?
Mhm.
It's like, well, how can you get mad? This is what we made. This is what, like, look what happened.
Yeah, we permitted
what-
this to happen.
Basically, at this point, that's supposed to happen.
Why
She
wouldn't
should
it
just
happen?
Be walking around doing whatever the fuck she wants because no one's gonna
ever stop her.
No one's ever gonna say shit about it
Yeah.
because they're
But
afraid
the
of
black guy did, kind of, a little bit.
Well, why do you think that is?
Because they're fat and he doesn't want to fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was obviously trying to get his whole half. This is I'm gonna go viral. The other half is I'm gonna fuck white chicks after I interview them on my stupid YouTube thing. But yeah, it I watched that today and I couldn't help laugh and just feel a certain level of respect. Like, hey, if you know you're a gangster, why hide it?
Yeah.
Walk in front of anybody, do anything you want, and no one will say shit to you. You just carte blanche.
You paid the protection racket or whatever, not even paid it, but just you got it for free.
You were born lucky.
You were born lucky, yeah.
Black privilege. You can just do whatever the fuck you
Well,
want.
you know, there was so many years they didn't have any privilege, so now
Hey, everything
they
flips.
just- yeah, it's coming
Everything
back.
flips.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be if you walk around in a certain neighborhood and you and a white woman, you literally get hung in a tree.
So now we can get a little back.
Now now you walk up to a couple of white women and say, I beat them. I beat them. I don't like white bitches.
And the white women themselves go, oh, cool, awesome. I love to see that.
We love that. Oh my God. I love your hair. Oh my God, you're so great. Please tell more about you're going to beat us up and just interrupt what we're doing. And now you have zero respect for us and think we're literal shit on the floor you stepped over. Hey, everything flips. This is, that's how the world works. There's to every yin, is a yang.
Ooh.
I made that
Wow,
up.
you really have a lot of Oprah sayings.
I made that up. Yeah. Watching a lot of Oprah and Anthony. Well, in other news, first, before I go into any of my other news, was there anything in the Garrett prep that was pressing matters?
I mean, there was some things, but nothing great. I feel kind of weird going into them now. Did you see Kevin Brennan's breakdown?
My eyes peep that one, and I need to know what this is. What I've seen of Kevin Brennan of late, no, I definitely haven't seen whatever this is. Okay, I clicked the link. I don't know what this is. What I've seen is he got pulled over recently, and there's video. There's like the cop cam, the body cam.
Yeah,
no, it's not body cam. It's from the desk.
Body cam?
No, it's not body cam. It's
dash cam.
Dash cam. And him calling the cop a tough guy over and over again.
Yeah.
I've seen his attack on Anthony on Twitter, randomly calling him a tough guy.
Oh, the voicemail to Anthony.
The voicemail. Yeah. There's been a lot of Kevin. I hate to say this because I really do genuinely like Kevin a lot and think he's very funny, but it seems like he's
on a little downward
bit
spiral.
of a meltdown type of, what the fuck? I was making more money before. Now I'm not. And he's like trying to find something
and he got
to get attention.
Kicked off of Twitter.
Well, yeah, he
got kicked off of YouTube, at least for a week.
Right.
So yeah,
he was on Rumble.
He was on Rumble.
Yeah.
Like Gino, that he always makes fun of. So I think he got a green screen. Now
I think he's been on a green screen the entire time. Let me take the phone number down because I don't think we're phoned. Or wait, do you want to do phone calls still?
Nah.
I feel like the show's out of time, and now we're talking about this shit. So this is probably going to be the end of the show. But yeah, I think he's been on a green screen the whole time because his background doesn't look right. It's always too perfect. Nothing ever changes. And I know for a fact he doesn't have an MLC thing behind him on the wall.
Oh no, that's a good point. And
So-
I thought he did. Yeah,
No,
it
I
kind of
think
fooled
he's,
me.
you know, he's
But he has good lighting then, because it doesn't look like that fake where he's kind of glowing weird in
Right.
front of the green screen. Yeah.
no, it's a good job.
Yeah.
I think Adam
does it
helped him
well.
out, and because that's the thing. Once he set him up, he was like, I don't need Adam anymore. He he kind of set Adam free, because now I just need to press on.
Well, after you see this clip, he might need Adam still.
Oh boy, I
So I don't know if like his green screen wasn't working and someone added this in behind him on the green screen, or this is what he put on his green screen.
Oh
But-
wait, I did read. Okay, so I read a tweet about how he did a 5-minute show.
That's what this is.
This is the okay.
This is highlights from the 5-minute show.
Oh,
let me just.
Jesus Christ.
You just did the same thing. You just did- that was insane.
Jesus,
Inception.
I'm not even plugged in. Hello? I'm live.
By the way, Garrett, no, the green screen's not perfect. He's using either StreamYard or some other thing's green screen application. It's because you can see the shadow,
artifacting around it.
the shadow around his like shoulders. You can see
Yeah.
his headphones are kind of fading into the background. It's still the fact that you don't see any like any bleeding out and you don't see any green shit. It is very good, but the pedestal you just put it on, absolutely not. No, this is normal shit you can
True.
do with your laptop on a green wall. That's it.
What an absolute shit show.
But I'm guessing the green screen he's
Yes.
behind him.
Les, live.
I don't know.
Yes, I'm live. All right, we did it. Still not doing great. Maybe I should just paint MLC on the back of the green screen. How about that? How about that? I'll just right? I'll just put MLC on the back. All right, yeah, this is we got to get the kinks worked out.
Fucking headset.
You know,
insane.
Adam's not I mean, seriously, man. The mic's not on? Is it not on?
The mic?
Is it not on?
Oh my god, no.
Hello? The mic's not on?
Oh no.
Wow. So the mic's not on. No, I'm not taking calls. Is the mic on or no? I'll end the show right now. The mic's not on? Dave said, is the mic on? Is the mic on? I'll just end the show right now. Hello? Hello?
This is
the mic sounds off? Is it on or no?
The mic sounds
off.
It's such a good answer, Mac.
The mic sounds off. Oh my god, this is trying to have a fucking Skype call with your grandpa. What the fuck? I'm fucking doing? Fucking. What is this now? Skeep? What am I doing? You tell me. I don't know.
It's on. I like everybody. So everybody just assumes because. Wow. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what it sounds like.
Sounds good.
Good.
Honestly.
I'll end the stream right now.
Honestly, it doesn't sound bad at all. That headset has
I'll
good.
play it. No, yeah, I'm just gonna end it right now.
That's it.
Honestly, that's something to aspire to. Yesterday when our videos wouldn't play,
if we could have just
we should have reacted similarly.
Well,
no video. What is now? You know, does it sound like if there's sound on video? It's the video kind of. I just ended it. Fuck it.
And he did. He ended it. That was it.
I love Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't love how much he shits on. Well, you know, Gino gets what he gets, but his again, watching him for the past like month or so, trying to pull something to get more super chats. It's been interesting, but he falls into the Opie trap if he reads too much of the chat. And this is a prime example of they clearly saw that it was funny that he was freaking out about his mic being off. So they're just like, yeah, we can't hear you. And he just, what is it fucking sound? Is it fucking on or is it fucking on? I fucking bet my fuck. Like, you can't.
The mic sounds off.
You can't.
That's such a funny.
That's
How
so
does it
good.
sound off?
It sounds off, man. I don't know. Yeah, you can't. You got to do what we did with Jason K today, and you read the comments a few months from now, and just see like, well, how were we doing? And what can we change? What can we tweak? Because if you read them instantly, constantly like that, you're just that's what's gonna eventually. The problem is that was funny. And now this is going to be a thing. It's going to be the technical issues show. It's going to be a technical difficulties with Kevin Brennan.
The mic's off.
And if enough of just little groups of people are just like, dude, we can't see you. We can't. He's, oh, motherfucking, fuck it. Just fuck it then. He's going to end up fucking hiring Adam back because he just needs someone else to like, dude, is this going anywhere? All these people have me very paranoid. He needs a Joey Dago. That's what he needs.
Does.
He needs a man
Someone
on the inside
that just calls
who can
in,
call and say, "Listen,
trust.
Here's what's actually happening," and they're just making fun of you because they realize they can make you very mad.
Yeah, if Joey Dago starts calling us and being like, "The mics are off," but they're not.
Dead to me, Joey. I swear to God, if you fucking try to make us look like fools,
I'll go to Duke's farm and kill one of those eagles.
No, yeah, I don't think Joey can be compromised.
I'll finger one of those eagles.
Oh, add him to the list. I'm gonna start keeping my dog in a separate room when we do this show.
She was today.
Today she was almost like she knew something about you. Something we all found out today. She smelled it on you when you came in. Like, this guy's been fingering a cat. Hello, producer Joe.
What's up, guys? What happened?
How do we sound?
What's going on?
You guys sound great. I heard my name. I was in the other room.
No.
Oh, you didn't. So you didn't hear any of the other parts of why your name came up?
No, what happened?
Well, we found out you're Jewish.
That's funny. What else you got?
Joey Dago.
Joey Dago. Yes, it says that on your birth certificate.
Yes.
No, we were actually praising you for your help,
for your technical support,
because we just watched a video of Kevin Brennan losing his shit because the people in his chat were telling him they couldn't hear him, even though his audio was completely fine, and he lost his mind.
Oh, that's fucking epic.
I know. Well, and the other thing is we were hoping you don't get any fucking ideas.
Yeah.
Because this trust can easily be unearned.
Oh no, get the fuck out of here. That's fucking retarded.
It'd be funny once, but
and I definitely didn't threaten to finger an eagle.
Well, that's the other thing. Garrett said if you ever do that to us, he will go to the Duke Farms and finger one of the eagles.
Oh, that's fucked up, Garrett. That's fucked up. And you know what? I was taking like timestamp notes for you, shit for you to watch, but now fuck you.
Well, thank you, Joey.
All right. I try, guys.
Later.
We love you, Joey. Thank you for all your help.
That was the biggest laugh I've ever heard out of Joey
When we
Dago.
called him a Jew.
He almost took offense to it. It was almost that unfunny to him that it became funny.
Yeah. No fucking way. Caddy Thorogood, why can't this guy ask these people why their hair ain't real?
Yeah.
You can put it in my belly button. It just is good.
I mean, are any of their hairs real?
We're talking about the last video of the girl
black
with
girls. Yeah.
No, that was her natural hair.
Oh, you thought so?
Yeah, that flaming red color.
Mhm. Oh, okay. My
Yeah,
bad.
Sometimes people just look like that.
And the other girl with the completely straight hair, that was real too?
Yep.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Racist.
My apologies. I'm sorry.
You know what your problem is?
Yeah.
You racist.
I guess so. I guess I am.
You just don't accept
I
people
didn't-
for who
I
they
didn't
are.
realize that. Yeah.
My eyes don't see. Well, no, wait. My eyes do see color, and black people are way more awesome than white people.
Oh, okay.
That's how my eyes see it.
You have good eyes then.
I was blessed. I was blessed with mommy's eyes. God God, yeah. Actually, if that were true, it would be the opposite of what I just said. Yeah, I come from an Italian household. Yeah, my grandfather, I know what moulignan is because every Sunday I heard it at least 15 times.
This means eggplant, right?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
The big eggplant, black cocks. No, my family wasn't like openly racist or
Sure they
anything like
were.
that.
Yeah,
They,
definitely not.
You know. Their eyes, ears, and nose works somehow. They would just speak about it openly. Curtis John, I hope you still got the mailbox. We do.
We do.
We do be having that mailbox.
1885 Highland Boulevard. Is that right?
1885 Highland Boulevard, number 1200, Staten Island, New York, 10305.
Drop your drawers.
I gotta go. Maybe I can go this weekend because Matt Fugate also sent us. I was supposed to go today. I didn't have time because fucking the 4 hours I have to myself today, which I don't have to myself. It's mostly Charlie work. I did not have time to go to the mailbox, which is almost a half hour away from me. But very soon I will be there. So yes. I'm hoping for next week I can just go like this weekend and pick up because there's a couple things there.
Gave out your home address, we wouldn't have to deal with this.
I know. I think about that all the time. Just give out my home address. And just with a child at home, I should just give out my home address.
Perfect.
But if you'd like to mail us something, Garrett and Steve, 1885 Highland Boulevard, number 1200, Staten Island, New York, 10305. And for the next 2 minutes, we'll be taking one more phone call.
Oh, now I have to turn it back on?
I didn't even realize it was off. I just thought we became unpopular all of a sudden.
No, yeah, I turned it off.
Okay. Well, for the next 2 minutes, if you call in, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Because we don't have enough time for any of my fucking bullshit. I have too many videos. And they're all just... I mean, one of them I titled Hebe Kikestein, and I don't even remember what this was.
One of the...
I do... yeah, we're going to need an hour for that. Never mind. Yeah, we can't do that yet. We're going to need an hour.
One of the voicemails I got that got transcribed by Google, so who knows the accuracy. It's not on the same lines of fucking an animal, but one of my old friends would hump a WWF wrestling buddy and shoot his load into porn magazines.
You're right in that it's not the same, but it's just about as depraved.
1 second, hold on.
A WWE slam buddy. All right.
Hello, who is it?
Welcome to the Garrett and Steve show.
Hey guys, it's Jeff. How's it going?
Hey,
What's up, Jeff?
What's up?
Not much, guys. I got off work early, so I got really, really, really high and am enjoying your show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love getting
Steve, Steve, since I only got two minutes, I'll make this quick. I never really got around to watching Sopranos. The theme song was awesome, but I recall several times because my stepdad watched it. Yeah, several times I heard this fucking weird line. Why don't we have them put the body in different garbage cans along the same route so they can pick them up? You're like a Rain Man with fucking Soprano. Do you know that scene?
Yes. That is when they're talking to the production crew and the producers and writers of the movie Cleaver, which is the in-series movie that Christopher makes, it's basically Saw meets The Godfather. And they're trying to figure out how the main character of the movie, basically the main character of the movie is a zombie that gets killed and then comes back to life to kill the boss. And they're trying to figure out, well, how exactly does he, become Cleaver? And they're like, well, what if he, and they have these retard guinea ideas, but they dump the bodies in different places along the same route so that at the dump they come back together. Yeah, no, it's a wonderful idea. And yeah, the movie Cleaver turns out to just be Christopher what he thinks about Tony and how like because Tony was gonna fuck his girlfriend at one point, and Christopher wants to kill him, so he makes a whole Saw meets the Godfather movie about it. Basically,
okay.
Hey, Joey Dago, you're on the Sopranos hotline.
No. See, what happened was, it was unbelievable that if he got whacked, that he would be dumped along the same garbage route. Nobody would believe that. But if he gets put at the same dump, that's believable.
Right? No, it was different stops along the same garbage route.
Right, but nobody would fucking believe that. Come on, that's unfucking heard of. You got a better chance of winning the lottery.
I guess that's a good point. What did you think of the casting of Sally Boy as Stephen Baldwin?
Oh, it was fucking great.
Great casting.
Yeah,
Really?
And I think Sir Ben Kingsley, I really think he should have taken that spot.
Fuck. Well, probably one of my favorite lines in the entire series is Ben Kingsley on the airplane going, fuck. Because he sees Christopher and fucking Carmine Jr. again after blowing them off.
Before I left Brooklyn, I got in an argument with my family, and dude, I was so twisted that I started to stutter, and I literally said, there was no fucking whatever the fuck.
There was no fucking whatever fuck. Who says that?
There was no fucking whatever the fuck. Tony, when he was talking about the stroke.
Stroke?
When Janice says, Ma had a stroke. And he says, no, she didn't.
Oh,
yeah. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Tony, it mimics the symptoms of a real stroke.
It's an old Ojibwe saying.
It's Parvati.
Oh, fucking Parvati.
Time for turkey sandwiches.
No, you go about in a pity for yourself. Well, the whole time a great wind carries you. He never says that, but I really wish he did. The whole
That would
saying.
be fucking awesome.
A great wind, it carries you.
I found out my mother wasn't my mother. My aunt was really my mother.
Oh! I love how that whole storyline, Tony just doesn't give a shit. He's like, yes, so? I'm at the point in the series where I'm a complete sociopath and I don't care about anything. You think I'm going to care about this?
So what they are is they're two entities. So you're telling me everything is everything? I could do this all day.
I know. Thank you, Joey.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Anywho, Jeff.
I think he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, yo, that fucking was awesome. That I definitely called the right person because that was a fucking thorough ass explanation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the thing. I hope I answered your question because that was exactly what he means when he says that line. I'm surprised that's a line he remembers though. That's like not even in the top 500 lines from The Sopranos.
But you still remember it.
Of course,
Yeah,
I've watched the series 10 times over.
I never really got around to watching it. I never really got around to watching the Sopranos. I always heard so much about it. I don't know. It never.
It's a show that
it never appealed.
I understand people who are like, oh, I get it, but I don't. Because unless you're from like the New York, New Jersey area, like the show feels like it's about me and people I know.
Oh, yeah. Like I definitely started watching it. I got up until like where Meadow went to college and Tony took her to the college.
Yeah.
That probably still season 1, maybe season 2.
College is season 1, yeah.
Yeah, and then like I liked it, but it just like didn't. I wasn't like I gotta see the next episode kind of thing, and then just kind of laid it off.
To me, like first of all, the show itself I think is just amazing. Like I don't even think I needed to be tied into Guinea, Staten Island, New York to even appreciate the show. I do think both of you should give it another try and just watch it for what it is. It's just like don't look for any deep storylines. They're all there. Everything is there. It's just like every interaction they have is just. It seemed like David Chase did a perfect job. Like, because this seems like real life. Like you're watching real life. There's nobody that seems like an actor, and if they do, they seem out of place, and that's on purpose.
Yeah.
Like everything's so perfect. Like I just feel like I'm watching people right outside this shithole interact. That's why I love the show so much, because I feel like I've known people in my life that are the exact same as these shitheads in the show, and I'm just watching them be alive on TV. It's very like I love that show so much.
Yeah, I had no
Me and
reason to
Caitlin are
stop.
due for another rewatching. My 10th
I'll
time
just
around.
come over to watch it with you guys.
No, don't do that. I don't want that at all. You're gonna ask questions and stuff.
Finger eating.
Do not come over
and came back again.
Interrupt Sopranos time to finger my dog. Okay, that is
what's going on?
strictly off the list of things you can do here. But I would say to Jeff, I would say to you, I would say to anybody, give it another try, because even like you don't even have to have some faux deep connection like I pretend I fucking have with it. It's just a good show. You're just watching real life of bullshit people who are powerful. That's the thing. They're pieces of shit. They're morons. They're all kind of dumb. But in this, like you can tell, this is how real life works, because they have power, they have money, because they're just kind of crazy, and they're sociopathic, they're insane. And the people that aren't, you watch how they interact with these, the guys in the mob, and you just see how real life works out. No, this is how like everybody ties into each other. It's such a goddamn good show. I love it so much. Sorry, Garrett's fingering my dog. What's that, Jeff?
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, I'll try to give it another try. Also, I will say, I fucking love The Godfather, and the best fact of all I ever learned regarding The Godfather is Malcolm X was killed by a guy named Tom Hagen. That is how you become a fucking consigliere, motherfucker.
That's a fun fact. I did not know that.
Yeah, I fucking watched that. I learned that one Jeopardy, and I never fucking forgot it ever.
But I mean, if you like The Godfather, I think you should love The Sopranos, because it's more casual, longer form. But you can pop on. It's like for me, The Sopranos is like Seinfeld. Like I can just pop one on whenever.
Yeah,
I can watch any episode from every season and enjoy it. So, but it's again, it's like Godfather-esque in that it's it's about the fucking mafia, and it is like real life stories that David Chase has heard and pulled from, that he then wrote about and made a show. And not all of it's real life at all, but there's little chunks here and there that line up with shit that happened in real life that you can like look up.
Interesting.
Thanks for calling in, Jeff.
Well, yeah, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for
guys. Yeah, guys. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna go watch you two play Rocket League.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
Garrett stinks at Rocket League.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you two guys. Take care. Love you.
Later.
Love you, Jeff. I especially with an ounce of whiskey in me, I could talk about The Sopranos for fucking 16 hours straight. I fucking love that show. I sincerely think it was the best TV show ever made, and anybody who disagrees hasn't rewatched Breaking Bad or The Wire since they first watched it. Because those are the other two that are the best shows ever made. The Sopranos you can rewatch 100 times, and every time you rewatch it, you'll find funny shit that you missed, or just stuff where you go, I didn't realize he was already doing this here. And then like it comes up again later. Like I didn't realize he was already doing that. Like there's a million. Like I want to rewatch it again, because I'm like, there's no way I've missed anything yet. Like to this point, like there's no way I've still missed something. But I bet you I'll find something.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh my god, I never realized this happened. And it's autism, but it's whatever. It's mine. It's my autism. What I like. And I like when someone because David Chase was a complete it was all him. It was his vision. Obviously other people, writers helped and were big parts of it, but a lot of the you can rewatch this 10 times because there's a million little Easter eggs in it. That was his obsession, with making the show.
Yeah.
So I did.
You think he planned it all out ahead of time, like the whole thing?
No, because they had to write shit season to season, because he didn't even know this was going past season 1.
So then, are you really even seeing he started doing this 2 seasons before this happens, kind of thing, or was it more that just like a coincidence?
But I'll even appreciate just the thoroughness of going back and seeing what you already did to build on it. Because so many people just don't have the time to even fucking do that. But even if that is what he did, where he's just like, all right, now I have to write for. But the other thing is, there's no way that's even how it happened, because after the first season, the show blew up so much that like he just had to work. Like he had to just do this. So
he didn't get fucked by the writer's strike at all, or it ended before that.
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't remember
because
that.
It seems like that was right in the heat of it. Like I want to say Sopranos was on when Lost was on.
When was Lost on? Sopranos was 99 to like 2006.
Yeah, no, I guess Lost was on 2011 or something. Yeah. So probably not. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that being a thing.
Yeah.
But let's just do a Sopranos podcast where we just watch the show and don't talk.
Okay.
We just and I just go.
Can we do it on Zoom?
I'm just me and you are both Paulie Jr. and Paulie Jr. Just you hear what he said? You hear what he said? But anywho, gay bitches. Ask Gino about his technical bug tonight. Ooh.
I'll try to remember.
Yeah, what that means is,
if not, Rumble rant in during the hockey show, and I'll definitely remember.
What that means is it's technical bug. Is he bugging?
He got AIDS. It's technical bug.
He's had that. That's not new. He's been having gay sex since he was born. Well, I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah.
I think that when you start drinking Jameson at 3 p.m., the show goes about 45 minutes long.
I know.
Actually, only 30 minutes because we were late.
True.
But I think that is all the time we have for today. We have to start getting ready for the hockey show.
Yeah.
So don't worry. There'll be more of us and more drinking.
Is Keanu coming?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think one of Keanu's cigarettes is coming, but I don't think she's coming. My favorite dynamic about the current setup with the football/hockey show, and I know Gino hates it, but is that me and you get shit-faced.
And he can't drink.
Sober.
He has to hate it.
But this is, the universe provides.
It
He should completely understand what's happening.
The opposite.
For years and years in hot water, he would sit there and drink, and me and you would be in the booth dead sober.
Yeah.
And now he's getting it back, and he's like, "Hey, you guys are, I don't know, you just talk sometimes." He's never said that.
No.
But I there's got to be that feeling he's getting where it's like, sometimes I try to talk, and these drunk guys around me just interrupt and start yapping. You have no idea. Because I never had a problem with Gino drinking during the show. I thought it was like, this is what you do. Like,
I had a little problem during the football show.
Okay, well, that was just because the football show would turn into a 3.5 hour event where it's like, God, Gino, we want to go home. Can we? There's 16 games. Can we get through the first 5? I know that was different. I'm talking about in hot water where it's like,
oh yeah, never cared.
Never. No, it's like, dude, do whatever the fuck you want.
It's your show, yeah.
Even if because again, we were in the fucking booth, so even if we had something to say, and it's like, you're in the booth, shut the fuck up. First of all,
exactly. Yeah.
Second of all, he lets you talk, so if he wants to interrupt you, that's his thing. He can do that. So it was never anything like that. It was just we'd be in the booth watching him get wasted, and he's talking to guests, and it's just like, Gino, what are you doing? What is this? Like, sometimes it would get to the point where he was slurring, and it was rarely, because he was usually pretty good.
Yeah.
But there were times where he clearly just was absolutely shit-faced and just repeating himself, talking about COVID, repeating himself about COVID, and the guest is just like, "What am I doing? What is this a show? What the fuck is going on?
These cameras even turned on?
This guy is just slur rambling at me, and he's going back and forth between COVID and saying the N-word, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say back to him. I'm here to promote a book. why am I on this show promoting a book? And I in the booth, just like, this is great. This is good. But no, I just love being able to have him here, just like, hey guys, I'll have my one drink while you just, Gino,
come on,
we done hockey, Gino.
But this is the first week we get to actually pick some games if we do.
This is the actual first official week of the hockey show.
Yeah,
where it's not the Four Nations all-store.
How annoying was that last week? The show ended and went to overtime.
Dude.
And the USA had 4 or 5 amazing scoring chances within the first 5 minutes. And then Canada comes down one time, shoots and scores.
Connor McDavid, too. That little that little McN word. That motherfucker.
Sucked.
That I was, first of all, I'm not even going to lie to you. I did fall asleep.
Oh, you did?
I fell asleep in overtime. I was awake for the whole thing up until like 2 minutes into overtime. And I was excited to watch it, but I was watching it in bed. And I'm just like, come on. I fell asleep.
Oh, no.
I woke up in the morning and I immediately was like, oh, fuck, I fell asleep. Like, I look it up and I just see Connor McDavid one-timer to win. And I was like, fuck. Like,
it was, USA honestly had 5 or 6 incredible scoring chances. And who was the goalie?
The goalie
for Canada? Thibodeau.
Jordan Binnington. Oh, wait, was there another? Binnington
might have been Binnington. Yeah. And apparently he had like some amazing series in Boston Arena a few years ago where he saved a series. I don't know, but he just kept being like, Binnington does it again. He was like sliding across the goal and making some amazing glove save kind of thing.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times. It was like, holy shit.
God, I was dying for a fucking JT Miller, Chris Kreider, Trocheck, one of the Rangers to just win that fucking game. Which again, it was surprising I couldn't stay awake, but I was just, I was so tired.
Well, one of the Konchuk brothers got hurt. It didn't even
Matthew
play after like the first period.
That dude, the fact that he even played in the first period means he was like, he's hurt.
Yeah.
That guy, I love the Kachuk brothers. I think they're great. And Matthew specifically is like the dickhead one. If he was capable at all of playing, he'd be on the ice.
Yeah.
The fact that he made the ice means he was playing while like wobbling. Like because I think it was something either with his hip or something. Groin, yeah. What are we wasting all this shit for? We have a hockey show to do. We have to end this show. Doogie 7626 lost 2004 to 2010. Sopranos had to change story when Olivia Nancy Marchand died. Yes, that's why season 3 is disjointed.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize because I've watched it on demand so many times. I didn't realize season 3.
Wow, Lost was 2004 to 2000. No.
Other than Olivia dying, I don't remember it being. Now I have to rewatch it and pay special attention to season 3 and see if I can pick out exactly when the writer's strike happens. Because you can tell when Olivia dies because there's now like the first version of CGI that takes her over.
That's right. I
It
about
is
that.
not good. It is really shitty because they basically use a Olivia soundboard. It's not even like they had any.
Seeing clips. Yeah.
There's certain parts where Tony's talking to her and he's got all these lines and her answer is just an old clip of her just going like this. What are they up to now? Now I have to rewatch season 3 and see if I can notice obviously other than the episode where she's a fake person, if I notice any other inconsistencies. But thank you, Doogie, and thank you for calling in.
Doogie. Yeah.
And thank you all for watching.
See you next week or soon for the hockey show.
See you on Monday.
We love you.
I love you. Goodbye.
Bye.